it's time for a Leonardo Recapulo.
Oh man.
Um,
I'm sorry.
I just realized you guys haven't heard that before. I say it nearly every day now. It's my little catchphrase. I have to come up with a new dad joke about recaps.
That joke, Leonardo DiSartilo.
I can hear you.
She listened to the recap in the car, said she. So, way back when you guys were in the Mage College, you defeated Welrar Mjordan in a dinosaur showdown where breaking people's concentration was the most important thing to do, and recasting conjure animals outside of the Wall of Force was a smart way to take things down. You freed some tortured prisoners. You freed Welrar Mjordan. You freed
Yes.
I'm from
Thadra.
the portal
Yeah,
quietly.
from his life.
In a way, he's just been reborn. That's all.
You freed Thadra, and you slept in Welrar Mjordan's bedroom. And Lord Hans finally got a scroll of counterspell,
He still hasn't learned.
which he learned but did not prepare.
No, still hasn't learned.
You were like halfway through.
Oh yeah, I couldn't prepare, yeah.
And just remember, it only counters spells. Yeah, you guys were like, you got up and you were like, hey, let's go in the kitchen, where there was a note that said, go down to the kitchen and talk to Galathakot. So you went to the kitchen, found a crack in the wall, started squeezing through claustrophobia core horror, and then after a while, it became like body horror, claustrophobia core, whatever, as you squeezed through like almost like something's bronchial tubes in its lungs, or something's nasal passages. It felt like the walls. It was like cracks that you're squeezing your body through. It smelled like someone's tongue. It was gross. You squeezed on through to the other side, where you ended up in a room with doors that looked like anuses. Spherical room as if you were in the stomach of something. And you, first you went, we have our map drawer. We have two map drawers.
Yes, we
now.
both have maps.
First you went northeast through a skinny tunnel, and you ended up in a room with a pile of dead bodies. I think you maybe got something from them. You recognized that Petra Stuyvesant was one of the dead there.
Imran Dresden.
Imran Dresden, oh, was it really her? Does it have to be her? She was so cute, she just wants to play croquet with people. She's related to the person that lost the Battle of Succession to Aoife. So, you guys went back to the entrance room and you went south. You picked the lock, touching anal polyps to figure out the right sphincter code to open it up. Apologies if you want me to talk less about gross things. You went through the door into the egg room, as we call it, which had sort of pustules in the walls, and you guys were like, let's poke these globes. So baby gazers spewed out of them, tried to nibble on you, you killed them. That was the end of the session. You started the next session saying, should we poke more pustules? Should we kill more baby gazers? And you decided not to, under the impression that there might be a never-ending supply of these things ready to come out of the walls. You left that room and you went into a room that I like to call the birthing room, which was deeply upsetting for me to DM, even though I wrote it. Just a massive sack of eyeballs and mouths and claws that was laying there groaning as a spectator-like creature attempted to emerge from it.
A new life.
There was lots of groaning and disgusting stuff. And the players killed the spectator that was in the process of emerging first, killing the unborn
It was
creature.
unborn, so it wouldn't, you know.
Yeah.
That was screaming in its own voice, and then I'm triggered. I can't tell these things without being all. I quit, guys. I'm crying. So then you fought the monster. The monster was rough. As you stabbed it and stuff, it like spewed corrosive acid all over everybody. Una went up to it.
I think it was only over Una. Everybody else was keeping their distance.
Everybody
She was,
else
like, rushing in there.
Yeah, everybody else stayed in the other room and just shot things into the room. Una ran up to it, stabbed it, jumped on top of it, stabbed down into it, and she was down to something like 1 hit point or something.
No.
She was really messed up. She just whittled away at her 80-something hit points, covered in acid, and killed it. So
Good job.
they killed the birthing creature that sort of flopped around like a walrus.
Well, she killed it as
spikes on it.
giant ape.
And she killed it.
Nice.
She got down to 1 hit point, or 9 hit points, and it was clear that the next acid splash would take her out. When all of a sudden, from the other room, a druid turned her into a giant ape with polymorph, and all of a sudden she was
Clutch.
back to 150 hit points or
Very
whatever.
good.
She just starts.
Yeah, that's
She
awesome.
like ripped it apart or something like that.
Very good.
So then she just fucking killed it. So you guys went south out of there, and there was a little tunnel. There was a tunnel heading west. There was an interesting room there. I think you went in there first.
We went into the room with the puzzle first.
Yeah. So you went west out of that tunnel into this room with a puzzle, and if you've ever played the bomb defusing game on Jackbox. It was similar to that.
Okay.
There were glowing vein-like tubes in the room. There were also a bunch of dead people, like Anaranjado people and other sort of heroic individuals that must have ventured down here, and some of them clutched different pieces of information on notes. The group put the pieces of information on the notes together and deduced the correct tubes to cut.
Under time pressure, we might add.
Yes, under time pressure, the room almost started to emit fire or something to kill them, but they solved it correctly. The doors opened up, and they looked through the doors, and through a couple of doors they just saw big empty rooms, so they were like, let's go back to that other room that we heard pew pew sounds from, because that was the other room off of the hallway. So they went into the pew pew room, and they saw basically creatures that I call young guns, kind of like baby spectators or big gazers or something like that.
Young conservative congressmen.
They saw young guns
Kevin McCarthy, Paul Ryan.
shooting at real peasants that were tied up,
Great.
dead peasants, and like straw effigies. Basically, target practice room as these creatures flew around and shot at everything. And so the party engaged these creatures and killed them, although one escaped.
That's true.
And they freed a group of hostages. And there was a long discussion about whether the peasant hostages should go with the group or they should be sent away. Both ways seemed to lead to the peasant's death. So ultimately, they sent them away to try to find their way out of the thing the way they came in.
Mostly to give Jake a break from all the accents that we were doing.
Yeah, we were asking a lot of accents.
Yeah, it was like, oh, this one's got a German accent. That reminds me of something I left out of check-in that was pretty funny that you should hear. So we're playing the Return to the Castle, where you have to lie to the Queen about kidnapping the prince in the thing where I teach kids, and this 16-year-old with ASD was like, "Can I speak to you privately?" And he took me in the other room and was like, "Why does everyone have British-related accents? Can there be other accents?" And I'm like, "Well, this country is primarily British and American cultures mixed together, but there are other countries in this world that you might go to, and but these people are from this country, so that's why they talk this way. But I can do other accents." He was like, "Oh, thank you." And then we got back into the game, and then there was the introduction to the gala, the brunch ball, and he got a list of the people with the anaranjados and the dejon. Oh, you're going to hear other accents, just not German accents. Yeah. So they freed a bunch of peasants with a bunch of weird accents, and they decided to send them on their way by themselves. So they're in that room. There was a door in the northeastern corner of that big room that they didn't go through. There was a sort of tunnel leading up in the southeastern corner of the room that they didn't go through, but the fleeing young gun fled through. and there was a statue of a beholder in the southwestern corner of the room. I just realized that as long as I stand there recapping it, my head is not on camera at all. Just seeing a torso recapping everything. There was a colorful beholder statue, and so Una just went over to it and punched it in the eye, which caused the eye to break into pieces which fell on the floor, and it was a 70-piece jigsaw puzzle of flowers and birds. And a timer started ticking down, and the group had to put the puzzle together in time.
I hate it.
What's that?
I'm so bad at jigsaw puzzles. I'm just like, no.
Well, it was a group effort.
No, I mean, I'm sure it was great, but...
We could make it so Daphne has to do one by herself.
Great. Yes.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle for people with dementia, so it's
Okay.
It's really just a matter of time before you get it done. It's just there's a timer. I don't do jigsaw puzzles either with the 500 pieces. This is 70 pieces. So anyway, they got it done in time, and that opened up a passage upward into some kind of secret area. Everybody got on the ape's back except for the tabaxi because they both have climbing speeds, and they climbed up the tube into this room where there were frozen Anaranjado family people covered in like a purple slime that seemed to come up from the floor. Did you see True Detective North Country? Night Country? Too bad. Well, there's a bunch of frozen people in it. It looked like that. So they were all just like, in their death rictus with burst eardrums and stuff, and covered in purple slime. And the party debated a little bit, and then they removed the slime. And they got some fancy boots and a fancy shield.
Great.
Off of the people.
I think we thought the shield might go well with your, because none of us use shields except you.
Oh, yes, that would be very nice.
Did I tell you what the things were? Did you
I
guys...
noted the shield had a winged eyeball, and it seems to be reflective magic.
Oh.
And metal
And
boots
jointed
with
metal boots.
with wings.
So maybe it's
Flying.
not fully identified yet.
I mean, we
Yeah.
haven't.
It needs strong attunement.
We haven't.
We haven't
slept,
taken a
though.
short rest or a long rest
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
ape-
Because there's
ape
so much
timer.
going on.
There's an ape timer going on.
Ape timer. I got
Ape
half hour
timer.
left.
Yeah, half hour left to
ape it up.
smash things.
Right.
I didn't write that
In
down.
which case, I'm gonna look like shit. Come out of this ape.
Who's holding on to the boots with wings?
I would be happy to hold on to them.
I didn't
I'm
have
not
either
claiming necessarily.
What?
I didn't have it.
I'll have them.
Yeah, I think we looked at who has what for attunement slots. So yeah, you guys have cool things. You got those cool things off of the dead people, and then you left that room out of a passageway downwards in the northwestern corner, and you went into a room with not much interesting in it. There was a door on the north end of that room, and there was a tube going upwards in the southwestern corner of that room. Again, the ape covered in people and the tabaxi went up the tube, and they went into a room with a beholder.
Dun dun dun.
That's missing stocks.
And looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
And saying.
And turned
I'm
and
so
said,
pretty.
It was saying something.
and said, wait, I need your
And
opinion.
we fled.
We started to flee.
But
The
it
party-
hurt two of us.
The party saw the creature looking at itself in a mirror, and
It's missing eye stalks.
they turned and attempted to flee down the hole. As they fled down the hole, and this includes you were there
Okay.
the whole time.
Yes, of course, I was in the back.
As the party turned to flee down the hole, they did not make a good stealth check. The creature noticed them, and it said, "Wait, I need your opinion."
Matt.
It's missing some stalks.
That was where we left off.
Oh, yes, beautiful indeed. Look at that winning smile.
Now I'm thinking we should have brought the peasants with us.
I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
So the cat did this?
Fergus, yeah.
Oh wait, so that's why.
Fergus.
Yeah.
I would never buy a beholder and snap the eye stalks off of it
So-
just for the plot.
It's good to know Fergus is on our side.
But I would adapt a broken beholder to a plot. Yeah, so it turns around and goes, wait, I need your opinion. And everybody's in the middle of leaving. And what do you do?
I say yes. What do you need an opinion for?
Come here, talk to me. It says from the other side of the room.
Sure. I'll walk up. This is me, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. You got your Una figure?
Well, she's a giant ape.
I'm a giant ape.
Oh, yeah.
There I am.
Let me get my giant ape. Every man's gonna have a giant ape at home.
Well, I guess she might not be a giant ape in a second. If
I
it's an
got
actual
30
beholder.
minutes.
Is
Why?
what?
Why? Because if it attacks you.
Well, it has an
it's not
anti-magic eye if it's a
Okay.
normal
straight.
beholder.
Do we know that?
And
I'm sure
as
we
soon
don't
as
know.
it looks at her.
Do you know that? Does Hasem know that?
Just saying.
Does anyone know anything for sure in a game created by me
I
where
know
everything is
nothing.
potentially changed?
Just
I go, hey, what's
This
going on?
beholder has a non-metagaming code,
Well, if
and
it's
it's pointed at you.
I go, hey, what's going on? You needed an opinion?
Goes, yes. Should I put my eye stalks this way? Or should I put them this way? I need a vote from your group. What is the most beautiful way to wear my eye stalks?
Is there a visible difference?
Yeah, does one look better than the other?
Which way do you feel the most beautiful?
Who are you trying
Why-
to impress?
Like, does one way hide the other missing eye stalks better or something?
I don't think you can
I
talk.
can't. That's
Let me ask.
Have
Take
you
it
thought
back.
about
Is this-
braiding them together?
Yes.
Oh.
And is this for a date or a business function?
Maybe both?
Interesting.
It's got spiky teeth, look like needles in its mouth.
One
Well-
needs to be careful when mixing business and pleasure, though. Just be careful.
I have learned this the hard way.
Oh. Yes.
But tell me, do you like them like this? Or like this? And it's kind of doing a comb over the broken spot where it's missing
Both ways.
eye stalks.
Let me see the first way again, please. I must say I'm partial to the first look.
I don't think you need to hide the.
It's a large creature. Imagine a creature the size of a car hovering above your group as you stand on a gooey ground that feels like you're standing on someone's tongue in a room that feels like you're inside of a lung, looking up at this sort of broken down and desperate creature with its long spiky teeth and its eye, which is a little bloodshot. There's almost like a burst blood vessel in its large eye as it looks at you all, and it really seems desperate for an answer to its quandary of which way to wear its eye stalks.
I agree. The first way looks better.
Yes.
Personally.
Yes.
Well, how soon is your occasion? How soon is your date?
Oh, well, as soon as I get up the courage, I suppose.
Who will you be meeting?
Golethakash.
Oh, Golethakash. You wish to make a good impression.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've talked to Glakakash before or no?
Yes. from the moment I was born.
You don't look that old. You're still quite young, yes?
Oh, thank
It's your skin is glowing.
Yeah, you.
Thank you. It sort of like
Dewy.
sachets, even though it's hovering. Thank you. It kind of throws its tentacles back. So I need a vote. All in favor of this way. Please raise one of your eye stalks.
Yes.
You don't have any eyes on your eye stalks. And all in favor of this way. Please raise. one
It
of
looks
your
nice
stalks.
too, but the first way's better.
Let's see if we have a unanimous vote.
Your ape didn't vote. Did you vote? Ah, thank you. You are kind.
Okay. Oh, should we be
How difficult is it to get an audience with Galathakosh?
Well, it didn't want me around. I'll tell you that.
How come?
What
Why-
happened?
Wait,
What
what?
happened?
Why wouldn't Galathakosh want to see you?
Probably because I'm not beautiful enough.
No, surely that's not it.
But now that you've helped me, that's good. Maybe one of you could heal my eye. It's so ugly.
Wait.
Oh, what do you
how-
mean?
How would we be able to do
You mean the
Oh, the
your
blood
great
shot.
eye?
You see the burst blood vessel in my eye?
Oh yeah.
Right here. You see how ugly I've become.
Oh, I don't.
That's
Would
right.
I guess so? Like, what could help?
Well, you know,
Can I do a like?
we could help you with. I could help you with an illusion, but I suspect, knowing a little bit of having heard of Galathakosh's prowess, that an illusion wouldn't work. Do you agree?
What? An illusion?
Well, he didn't mean
Probably.
something cosmetic, I think is what
Yes,
you mean, right?
yes.
Not you wish to have a real medical solution to this.
Yes, yes.
She's a doctor.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome.
Yes. Let me take a look. I would like to do a medicine check on the big fucking eye stalk. Yes.
Sort of like puts its big eyeball like just like 6 inches from your face. It floats over.
A 26 on
Oh,
a medicine check.
That's pretty
Feel
damn
like-
good.
The big teethy mouth is
Uh-huh.
pretty much even with your face as it floats above you, and you
Check
look
to
at
keep
the
my
eye,
nose out of the way.
and it's got terrible creature breath as it looms over you. And yeah, you look at the eye, and you see it's got burst blood vessels in it.
Oh yes, I see the problem. It is very irritated.
Yes, and also vessels of some kind of arcane fluid as well seem to have been burst.
Yes, what happened here? This is quite a trauma to the ocular region.
Yes.
Look closely right here.
Yeah.
Let me show you on this chart.
Yes. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Galathakosh bit my eye.
Oh,
Oh, well,
that's rough.
then all due respect, perhaps healing that might be an affront to him. No.
I think it thought I wasn't beautiful enough. If I can return beautiful, it will accept me.
May I ask, what sort of being is Galathakosh? We've only heard the name.
Well, Galathakosh looks a lot like me, but bigger and very colorful, with bright, luminescent colors on its flesh. It is a huge and glorious creature.
Does it?
Hey, let's see if this works well. Hey, Siobhan.
Oh, look at those dimples.
Yeah, she likes it when Dad's mad.
Siobhan.
That Dad's mad face, and it's so funny. Yeah.
So, what were you saying to it?
And does Galeithakosh reside in somewhere in this complex here?
Yes, this is its home. How I long to return to its embrace.
Its favorable gaze.
Yes, that is better put. You are better with words than I. I am too young. I am still learning.
Yes. Yes, we all have a path ahead of us we must follow to grow and become wiser.
Yes, you all seem to be experts in beauty. Can you tell me, what is beautiful?
I think it's in the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jasper's has this impulse to do this minor illusion of a rim shot, but he's
Yes.
never heard a rim shot before.
I would say that a poet once said that that which is beautiful is good, and that which is good will soon be beautiful.
Ah, so I will be beautiful soon.
Yes.
Right after you heal my eye. You are a doctor?
Yes.
A
yes.
magical doctor?
Yes.
A lot of healing takes time and rest.
And sleep. I think sleep is nature's medicine, really.
How recently did this happen to you?
Well, I was born a week ago, and it happened a week ago.
A week ago.
This happened when you were born.
How big were you a week ago?
Oh, I was born this size.
Really? From your mother?
From Galeithakosh.
You are the spawn of Galeithakosh.
Yes.
And what is your name?
Ah,
An excellent question.
Galeithakosh Jr.
Yeah.
Galeithakush.
My name is Fomdarsaksh.
Foam Darsash.
Yes, Fomdarsaksh.
From
Ah.
Dars.
Enchanté, a pleasure to meet you.
FOMDARSACSH.
Fomdarsaksh.
Well, this
No,
is
not
Henry
the tongue.
Squat. Allow me to introduce you.
Ah.
Ah, yes, an expert in beauty.
Yes.
So tell me, what is beautiful? How can I become more beautiful, and will you heal me?
She's like, yeah, yes.
Do you know,
Sure.
so Galeithakosh's home has recently emerged here under the city in which we dwell. Do you know what Galeithakosh's plan is for the city on the surface? Have you heard it speak of such things?
No. Here's what happened. Galeithakosh was asleep, dreaming,
Ah.
and I appeared. That was how it birthed me, I believe. When it woke, it saw me and immediately attacked me. I knew it was because I was ugly.
What did
So I fled.
How did you know this?
Isn't it obvious? I mean, look at me.
I don't know.
I feel like maybe Galeithakosh was threatened by you.
Yes, perhaps he
could
was
be.
having a bad dream. There's many disruptions happening on the surface that would seem to indicate that Galeithakosh is agitated.
No, it's because I'm ugly.
But I don't think you are ugly.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Right.
Would you like to live here with me? Maybe all 5 of you could live here with me.
That's an
We could
idea.
Could we bring our friend Paul here? We could have a nice commune menagerie.
Are there mushrooms in this area?
you would believe that there were not. Based on how everything looks like the inside of a person.
Do you need spores left?
No, he's
You
Small.
use them well.
Dose
You use them
Paul.
wisely.
Yeah.
We had that,
Heroic dose.
I
We
need
had-
more drugs, man.
and then we had that communal trip afterwards. I felt.
No,
With the
I gave him
cobalts.
all to Paul, and then some of you were on that trip with
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah. Huh. When will you see Golethakos again?
When I am beautiful enough,
Yes, you answered that.
I will go looking for him.
Where do you think?
It.
Where do you think it is, right now?
Well, I fled in such a hurry. It is hard to recall. Somewhere in here.
Is Galethakash guarded by any other creatures that could give you trouble?
Me?
Mm.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Have you met others like you? Maybe others who have been spawned from Golethakos?
No.
No.
I mean, I have seen a lot of smaller creatures, but nothing that looks like me. So, I have an idea
All right.
for the 5 of you.
All right.
You will have a beauty pageant, and I will be the judge. And the winner, I will give a prize to that person.
I accept.
What is the price?
Well, you will find out. It is good.
Insight?
Sure.
Yeah, that tracks. 25.
It
It thinks so.
It thinks that it's a good gift.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm winning this beauty pageant, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I don't see my character winning this.
What if we did a beauty pageant and the 5 of us were the judges and you were the contestant?
No. I don't want to win my own prize. The beauty contest is for you. Come. There will be a talent portion.
The ape is
Absolutely.
There will be a talent portion and a part where you walk back and forth in a beautiful way. And then a knowledge portion. Does that sound like beauty? You are more experts than I.
Absolutely. That sounds fantastic to me. I'm completely on board. And I'm
Skill,
sure my companions
physical
will be as well.
attributes, knowledge, yes.
All right, well, let us begin.
Jesus Christ.
First we'll have the talent portion. So, you will showcase a special talent of yours that no one else can do. Let me ask my remaining eye stalks which should go first.
And a light goes between each eye on the eye stalks, like a slot machine. Doop, 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 doop. And it looks at you. All the little eyes look at you. Has some. It says,
You'll go first. What is your talent?
Something I can do that no one else here can do?
Yes.
Alright. He pours out some water in his hand and makes it like go in a circle shaped water and
Ooh.
then freezes it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Katara.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty good.
Can I make the shaped water kind of look like a beholder?
sure.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll make it look like a beholder and then freeze it, and then just go put it back into the water glass.
Wow. That's really great.
I think no one else can do that. Maybe.
That was beautiful. Okay, who's next? You.
All the eye stalks look at you.
What is your talent?
Oh, well, I'm a thespian. my dear friend, and I would like to give a little performance. And so Jasper, calling to mind some oratory from some play, steps forward and very gallantly gives a little performance, some speech about beauty, which Jasper's player doesn't have in mind. And how beauty, physical beauty is subjective, but true beauty lies in the person's heart. Jasper kind of walks back and forth as he's giving this, his tail flickering.
Did you guys hear there was a D&D game tonight?
What?
What's happening?
Did you guys hear we're going to play D&D tonight?
No way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
When's it happening?
I don't know. I have the sense he's going to ask us to roll new characters soon. Gotta get my glasses ready.
This is the poem that springs to mind.
Oh. So Jasper steps forward and starts orating. Her eyes, twin sapphires, neath a brow of snow. Her lips, like roses kissed by morning dew. Her skin a canvas where the sun doth glow. A sight that doth the very soul renew. Her laughter rings, a melody so sweet that choirs of angels jealous might become. Her grace, a dance on unseen nimble feet, a starlight capture ere the day is done. But though her form be fair beyond compare, and wit like wildfire in her spirit burns, one flaw she hath, a burden hard to bear, a monstrous wart upon her dainty turns? Oh, upon her dainty turns.
Upon her dainty turns?
That's what it says. To rhyme with burns.
What is that? Does that mean butt? What is
Dainty might mean butt. So hidden away
Oh,
is
a
one
monstrous
defect.
wart.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a plot twist.
Roll your performance, please.
23.
And wit like wildfire in her spirit burns. One flaw she hath, a burden hard to bear, a monstrous wart upon her dainty turns. What'd you roll?
23.
The creature is like, yes, yes, beautiful, but with a monstrous wart. Yes, just like me. I love it. Oh, your talent is true. And then it says, you!
Ah! Yeah.
Doctor!
Yeah, so Daphne's deeply uncomfortable and doesn't want to perform anyway, so it's like,
Maybe your talent
it's
is
gonna...
curing my eye.
Right,
Yes?
right, well, yes, I will get to that, but, ta-da, and is going to thaumaturge her eyes to look like the beholder's eyes.
Ooh.
Be like, very beautiful, no?
Wow.
And if it goes on too long and she doesn't have a button, she's just gonna start singing Frere Jacques. Frere Jacques.
Give me a performance roll, please.
Oh jeez. Okay.
And Hassan, go ahead and give me a performance roll.
Sure.
That's silly. It's a natural one.
She accidentally
It stands.
bloodshot eyes.
Yep.
Bloodshot
Well,
eyes.
you know, I'm not a songbird. I have inspiration, but I'm gonna let that ride.
Yeah.
7.
And it looks at you. And you, giant ape.
I can't remember if this is the game. I'm pretty sure that I was like popping human heads off to throw them like rocks.
Yeah.
You
Great.
sure were.
So I'd like
That was
to
last
say,
week.
I'd like to say that I still have
Last
my
session.
carcass, so I'm just gonna pop one of my heads and like Harlem Globetrotter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
do and then look around the room for something
Very good.
that looks like a hoop.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
And tap and be like, boo! Trust me, like.
And that's basketball was invented.
That is hilarious.
All right, Giant Ape, you could give me an athletics roll if you want. They have +9 to athletics. The giant apes do.
Well, it's not gonna be great. 14.
Okay. And the creature's like,
Oh, yes. Yes, and you. Frail teenager. Frail teenage commoner.
Hans is beginning to cast something. He's concentrating and murmuring and casting something. And as he does, the size of a 20-foot cube, the shape of a beautiful and gigantic, multicolored beholder appears in the room.
Golethakash!
And it says,
wait. Is it major image?
it's major image, baby.
Oh, this is a spell. This is a major spell slot.
Yeah. Yeah, well, commit to the bit, I guess.
Fondar Sach.
What'd you say?
Fun-
Funger set?
no,
Fondar
I got Fondar
Foamed or such?
Fondar Sach.
Yeah.
You are beautiful as you are. I accept you, and I love you, and you are enough.
It runs towards the image and like slams into it, and it finds itself. I am inside of Golethakash!
My child, please be at ease, and just know that while I may not be always with you in body, I care for you in spirit, and you are beautiful enough.
Yes!
And I say, I can keep doing this for 10 minutes.
And it's like,
Please do, please.
Alright,
What are minutes? Are they very
I'm in the womb
long?
of Golethakash and it's mine.
please, my child.
Parent.
You have
yes.
spent too much time in fear over your appearance, when that is not what matters. Your true beauty is within you. It is the power of your spirit, your appreciation, and your love for life.
Yes.
I am proud of you, whatever you look like.
Even if you were to remove all
Yes.
your
I
eyes.
apologize. I apologize for biting you. And these people, your friends.
Convince him to remove all of that stuff. That's what goes in the
No, I can't. I'm too compassionate. These people, your friends, are on a great mission. But please, look within yourself and you will know. And say to me, say it, I am enough.
it dies.
What?
Give it too much. Too much beauty!
Well, that works too.
It dies. It's like, it falls to the ground. It's not floating anymore. It dies.
The illusion of Galethakash is going to turn to the party and say, well, that was fucked up.
So we've confronted.
Not again.
So I thought we were going to die from a dragon, and Hassan got him drugged up and happy. It's like an old trip. And now you like.
What a way to go.
What did you even do to
I guess it would have died happy though.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah. You're not constitutionally made to experience that much bliss.
Nice job.
All right, well, I've got this image for 9.5 more minutes.
Aneurysm.
I
Like
wanna
a
look-
basketball the shape of a car. It just
there anything,
slams into
like-
you down, deflated ball.
Go take a peek at this dead beholder and like, poke, poke. Is there anything
Can we
interesting?
loot it? Does it have rings on it?
Yeah. Do I have knowledge of beholder parts, and if so, are they of use into any of us, or as magical
Right.
ingredients?
I don't think any of you are familiar with beholders, even reading about them.
I want to take
Because this land has things that keep things from other planes
Right.
coming from it and
Right.
everything.
It's just a crazy aberration.
But if you roll a nat 20,
No. What would that be? Arcana?
Well, it had to be a
yeah,
nat.
but it had to be a nat 20.
Well, it's not. It's a 20. It's a dirty 21, but not a nat 20.
Very sexy, but no.
I want to get a better look at the teeth that were like gnashing in my face. Just
Okay.
get a sense of the physiology.
I would like to pause and say a few words for this being that came into the world and lived only for a week and had an abusive parent. And I'm sorry that your life was in so much pain, and I hope you are free now and understand that you are beautiful and worthwhile.
Well, I think it knew that in the end.
It killed it.
And that is the knowledge that killed.
I also would like to
And that's why
say
its parent didn't love it, because it knew that love would kill it.
I would like to say that I'm proclaiming myself to be the winner of the beauty pageant today.
Well, there's a mirror. Maybe that's
No.
your prize.
Certainly the talent portion.
Yes,
yeah, I wonder
let's-
what our prize is going to
let's
be.
look around.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't an
Pursuit
object.
of release of death.
The sweet, sweet release.
Disintegration.
So we know we're coming on close to Galacticos.
Yes.
Yes.
And now we have a strategy for defeating it.
Yes.
Yes, give it love. Tell
The
it.
power
tell-
of friendship.
Yeah, the power of friendship.
Kill it with kindness.
Kill it with.
So let's see. You were talking about the teeth.
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
talking
I
about
just
searching
want to
the
get a
room.
sense of the general physiology of the thing as like a.
You were talking about taking its parts for use. Even.
Yeah, perhaps taking an eye stalker, Joe.
All right. What do you want to roll? Medicine?
Yeah.
Perception?
Yeah. Wait a minute. That's not great. It's a 16.
Okay. I mean, the teeth are long and
Yep.
knifey.
Yeah.
You know, close. Is there anything else? Like, I don't know, just anything that I might notice up close that could be useful. Not to take from it, but like useful later, like in a combat situation, like, you know, getting to like examine it a little closer.
Well, your character saw that it was hovering.
Mm-hmm.
It's not currently dissected or anything, so you're not looking inside of it. You saw that.
What about looking at the like the injuries on like the nubby eye stalks of like, you know, what did Galacticos do to it?
Looks like they were bitten off. Because there are cuts that are similar to the teeth in its mouth.
With bigger teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What else do you want to know or find as you're doing this?
What about does it seem like the bite is venomous? Or is it just sharp? Like, does there look like there's residue?
It looks like a couple of the bites are perhaps infected. A little bit of sort of pussy type stuff going on on the wounds. But beyond that, it's hard to tell.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty different than anything she's seen before, I think, of those.
What's the first thing that you wanted to do?
Search the room for the beauty pageant prize and anything else of interest.
Okay, so body parts later.
Yes.
Alright, so you want to start searching the room. Mostly, this is a big spherical ovular room, like the back of my throat, with gooey walls and everything. There is a large wooden stand mirror that the creature was looking at itself in. There are a couple of wooden boxes, and not much else. I guess it's only been in here for a week. It hasn't had a chance to hang up its Galathikosh posters yet. But you can roll investigation.
All right, I think I will. That is going to be something good. Yes, 21.
Great. Well,
And especially the boxes.
one of the wooden boxes has bits and pieces of things.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a withered one of its bitten off eye stalks. There's like a piece of something that looks like flesh.
Mm-hmm.
There's a piece of a note
Ooh,
that
what does it say?
doesn't have words necessarily on it, like the first letter of a couple words, like a torn off piece of a note. Overall, it feels like a box of sort of memorabilia, like if you were cleaning out a fourth grader's desk and you found in the back of the desk a bunch of weird little things that collected there over the course of the school year. It's kind of like memories and stuff, you know. Maybe the fleshy piece is like a piece of the wall of the room that it was leaving or something, but it's kind of like collected memories box. The other box has similar stuff. You see the withered body of a dead gazer baby thing that you had run into. But in that second box, you find a circlet.
Ah. Can I take a look at it and see if I know if it's magical and what it might be?
You may roll Arcana on it.
14.
It seems like it has powerful abjurative magic on it.
Great. Well, I'll hold on to this.
That was probably the prize.
Yes, must have been. Well, since as the winner, I'm going to keep it in my possessions. We'll see if I can.
Or maybe you were to get the dead baby gazer.
Yes, or perhaps I will be taking an eye stalk from our friend. So, unless anyone else in the party would like to do something, I would like to take the frigid wicked sickle and try to hack off an eye stalk.
Well, just something to think of as you go to distribute the winged boots, the shield with the eye, and this circlet. Once you find out what it is, everybody's got full attunement slots except for Una and Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, Lord Hans, if you wanted to wear something, you need to remove either the headband of wisdom protection, the perpetual mage armor ring, or the mirror image ring.
Yes.
Yeah, I have my little tracker of who's got attunement, so that is something to consider.
Yes.
But yeah, you don't know what it is just yet. Okay, so we've got 3 people who haven't told me anything that they're doing yet.
What are the exits from this room, if any?
You guys came in the only exit.
Oh, okay.
This was, you went up a tunnel, out of a room with nothing interesting in it, and this is a dead end. It's just a big room that this beholder was living in.
Okay.
You had to win that beauty contest. Huh?
Hey, man.
You had to win.
I was trying to help the fucking thing.
We could have had a beauty contest. Yeah, you helped it. You helped it too much. Too much help. It felt the feeling of being inside of its parent's womb while its parent told it was enough.
Yeah.
That's too much for any creature.
I infinite jested it.
So, Jasper, Una has some. What are you guys up to?
I would ask Daphne if she has any way of knowing can these eye stalks be used after death?
For what?
Like we've seen all the other ones shoot things out of the eye stalks.
Oh,
Maybe
you
we
mean can it still be like
You
weaponized?
just have to shake it.
Well, can I do another roll maybe for that?
Sure.
Okay, I mean my guess is no, but that is a 19.
You feel like maybe something could be figured out if you did enough study, possibly.
We like finagle it. I mean, I suppose there could be like residual juju.
Yeah, in order to figure out what might be possible with these things, I think you have to take them to a less stressful situation over some downtime.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel like with enough study, you might be able to find a useful use for this.
All right. Well, if we
Let's
take a
it,
few, yes, I will ponder on that.
If Una will just start picking among weeds.
So it occurs to me,
Gently.
our friend here
Thank you.
needed some serious healing.
So you got
Let's
6
see.
eye stalks.
Yay.
Are you keeping those on your inventory, Daphne?
I can, yes.
This is not the end that whatever would have envisioned.
I'll take the withered eye stalk from the wooden box too.
Sure. Or do you want? I mean, I can take 5 in
Whatever.
one if you want one. Just.
No, I'll take the withered one.
No
That's
more
light,
comb
nice and
over
light.
possible.
I don't want it to clash with your circlet.
Hassam, are you doing anything?
Just chill.
Just watching.
Yeah.
How do you react to the beholder dying from this image?
I feel like these things are weird, and they died from kindness, which I find sad. So I don't know. We know that Gleithakosh attacked it once it saw it for some reason, which is also strange.
That is strange.
And that it was asleep.
It was asleep before
and that
that.
this woke it up.
That it woke
It
up when this
came
was
from
there.
its-
But we also
Right,
know it
and
was
we-
communing maybe in its sleep with Queen Aoife.
Right. Well, and to Una's point, it was born of a dream rather than from one of its pustules.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
Mm.
Have we? And we haven't. Any of the other stuff that we've seen, like prowling the streets and whatever, like nothing else has had like noticeable injuries in that way.
Roll history.
I don't fucking remember. It's an 8. I don't know.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of ducking.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of ducking and hiding.
No, it'd be dumb to get that close to look.
Jasper, what are you doing?
Jasper's thinking, is remembering how injured Una looked before she adopted her current form, and is wondering if this.
Oh yeah, does that mean you're not an ape anymore? That's
I'm
right.
an ape.
She's still an
Okay.
ape, but it's not gonna. But Jasper's wondering if this place with only one entry might be a good defensible place to make sure everybody's.
Signing.
This is gonna rip out
Rip-
its
you can
teeth
talk to
and
me.
start
Yeah.
handing you
Perfect.
teeth.
Well, thank you. Yes.
That everybody's kind of well rested now that we know that we're could encounter Galeithakosh at any moment.
So yeah, I
Also
mean, are
thinking
we
of
taking a
Una's
long
well-being.
rest?
I don't know, but this form that you created won't last
Yep.
much longer, right?
Probably 15, 20 minutes would be my guess.
Yeah, and I know Daphne had been busy doing something in a little while, but has rejoined us now. And
I was here. I was in the back.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And little legs. I
With
can't
a
keep
little
up as
zombie
fast.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that with our healer here, maybe Una could use some of that good healing.
Well, I would say
Or
Unless
just
we do.
sleep.
yeah, either
Sleep.
short rest and use healing
Yeah.
that way, or long rest to try to get our spell slots back.
How long has this been since we entered the cellar beneath the kitchen? Do you think? Probably.
About an hour. It's been 45 minutes since she turned into an ape.
Right. So this whole thing
So
has
about
been
an
like a
hour.
couple hours, maybe.
About an hour.
Okay. Since we squeezed through all that.
Yeah, time passes quickly in here. You haven't
Okay.
been sitting around reading books or
Okay. Well, I think I'm not feeling like we need a long rest necessarily. I'm not very tired, but I just would want to go exploring until Luna's fully healed or close to fully healed.
Yeah, I mean, I can do some, and we can.
Well, we should definitely, if we're gonna
The short-
heal, do a short rest first,
Yes, and then see
as
where
much
we're
as
at.
possible. Then
Yes.
spells after.
Yes.
Does that sound good? Or do you want to try to keep going with the 8 o'clock?
So what do you guys think? I'm feeling
I
pretty good.
mean, if we can hit like at least a couple more rooms with 8 o'clock,
Okay.
I would feel better.
Sure.
But that's up to you all.
Yeah.
It's up to, I think, Una,
She's
really.
got 84 8 hit points left.
What do you want,
That's
Una?
And 15 minutes left.
Speed run.
I'm cool with whatever.
All right.
So we're not taking any kind
So
of rest?
she's cool with whatever.
Then,
Okay.
then press on.
Maybe like do like 1 or 2 more rooms and then come back to this place.
Sure.
Okay.
Alright.
Open the
Okay.
door, Galactic.
So there was like four more ways, wasn't there?
Down below,
Yeah.
there was one way in the child room. Did we go up? I think there was one
We only
tunnel.
went one way of the.
Yeah, I think there was a tunnel up that we haven't explored.
There are 2 ways that you haven't gone in the Young Guns room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there were 2 ways.
There's
And then
one-
there was in the puzzle room. There was a door to the north that I'm not.
Yeah.
It led to a circular room, but I'm not sure.
That one's closer to where we are, right?
No, they're both about the same.
Oh.
We can go back to the Young Guns room.
Whatever y'all want. I'd say
Yeah.
anything that maybe the one that went up, because going up is pretty much the only way with 8 for all of us to go up.
Okay.
Alright.
So we'll head back to the Young Guns room. Jasper was inclined to
how do
try
you
to
get
put
there?
all the stalks back over the way that we told them it would look best, but there are no stalks left. So
No.
Jasper's
Maybe you
just
can respectfully close the eye.
yes, close the eye, the bloodshot eye. That'd be great. With
I
both,
like
with both
that
hands.
we've got the wizard doing a eulogy, and the bard doing like, the cleric's like, It's like,
Well, this-
whatever. It was a weird guy. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm bringing the giant Galactic illusion with us in
He
case
made
it's
me
needed.
sing. I don't like him.
Okay, it's got 5 minutes left.
Yep. Bringing it.
So tell me what route you're taking back to the Young Guns room.
Okay, so we're gonna go back down this tunnel. We're gonna go into this, what I think is kind of a longer rectangular room where there was nothing except another tunnel. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, there was a door. We're gonna go across the room to the door that leads to the puzzle room.
Well, the door's not there anymore. There's a statue of a beholder with a colorful eye there now.
At the door, not the tunnel.
Yeah, the tunnel up is the secret door is back with the beholder.
Beholder eye.
Yeah, but there's a door that leads north there.
We'll take the door north, which I think will lead to the puzzle room with the dead people.
It's Galactic. Yeah, it's the puzzle room. Yep.
Okay. Then we'll take the door, which I believe is to the east, if my directions are right, which
Mhm.
leads to the hallway, and immediately on our right will be the Young Guns room, which we're going to go into.
There's a door south
Yes.
to the Young Guns practice room. Very good. I love a good map.
Yes, it's fun to map.
I agree. Okay, so you're back in the Young Guns practice room. There are scarecrow things that people are shooting at. There are dead peasants laying around that are blasted or half turned to stone. And there are 2 doors you haven't gone in yet. There's a door, which of course is a sphincter vortex, a vortex of flesh, in the northeastern corner of the room, and then there is a tunnel leading up in the southeastern corner of the room.
We'll go
And the
up.
tunnel leading up, is that what goes to the room where the Anaranjados were?
No, that's not it.
No, no, we haven't gone up this tunnel.
Alright,
This is the one that the guy escaped through.
The young gun went through and
Yeah.
ran away.
Paul
Alright.
Ryan went through this one.
Alright.
Yeah. They call themselves the Young Guns, pre-Trump.
I'm sending up the Galactic illusion first.
It's gone. 5 minutes has passed.
Listen for any dying.
Send Welrar up next. So, Una's going to carry everyone except Jasper, who's going to climb
I
up.
believe so.
We're going to do that.
By the way, you didn't make a perfect image of Goliath. You made a multicolored, large beholder.
Yeah, I wasn't
image.
expecting it to work.
Yeah.
I was expecting to believe that it was Galathakash.
It was enough for that guy.
He was desperate.
Clearly a creature of delusion. Desperation.
So ape riding? Ape ride the whip?
Except Jasper.
Except Jasper, who goes separately. So you guys climb up the tunnel.
Yeah.
You guys go up, 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 up,
Wow, it goes way high.
and you get to the top. And there, a tunnel leads south. Think of it as a throat, or perhaps a lower intestine.
How many floors did we go up? Or stories? How many sizes of the big ape did we go up?
3
Okay.
ape lengths. No 4. So you went up, 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 and you went up, and then you got to a tunnel, and the tunnel goes south.
Well,
Let's go.
Alright, well, why are
Could be
you first?
impossible.
Clamber, clamber, clamber. You head south, and eventually the tunnel turns to the east. And do you keep going?
Yes.
Alright, you keep going east. There's a bunch of traps, they all go off, you all die, a bunch of enemies rush in and steal you. So you keep heading east.
Welrar's in front.
Eventually you get to the end of the hallway that's heading east, and there is a little hallway up to a door heading north, and there is a door to the east. And of course, both of the doors look like vortexes of flesh. Large, twisted sphincters, just waiting for you to squeeze your way through.
East or north, guys?
How about east?
Either way, I'm about to run out of map.
Yeah, same. That's the time. Would be
Hopefully
easier.
you're in the bottom right-hand corner of your page.
My map is all in this
Yeah.
one corner. Because I don't know how big your dungeon's going to be.
No one knows. So,
I'm gonna compare notes here.
East?
Sounds like it.
East.
sure.
East. We open the sphincter.
okay. As you open the sphincter, the first thing that you notice is the smell.
Roses?
It smells like feces,
Oh
Ooh.
no.
excrement,
No.
Ooh.
urine,
Boo.
mud, decay. You hear buzzing and humming sounds, and you smell disgustingness, and you see filth.
Hmm.
The door opens, you see what looks like the lowest of lower intestines, where poo-poo might collect.
I say we close this door immediately.
And from the poo-poo grow various things like cattail or grasses, almost like a swamp, a poo-poo swamp. And
Does it look like any of the flora is useful? Daphne does not care about the poo-poo.
Yeah, we've all crawled through cobalt plumbing before.
please pause for a momentito. All right. Everybody, roll initiative, please.
20.
No,
Alright.
Dirty 20.
22.
Okay, fancy.
I know. I'm surprised.
8.
15.
The poop smell really
Una?
welcome past them.
10. I think.
Not bad. Hey, not bad. Not too bad for the monsters.
But now in a German accent.
Well, what do you have last time? It was Musa, and who was the other guy?
This one guy doing my friend, and then there was there a German guy? Was that
No,
No, he was like Dutch or something, and then we asked him if he could do a German
Tim asked
accent
him.
before he could leave. Or
There was Musa, and I forget who the other guy was.
Yeah, there was like a Greek and a Middle Eastern guy. They were both Mediterranean accents.
Sorry, was it Indian?
Yes, it was an Indian
Indian
guy.
and Middle
Oh, I
Eastern.
had the gall to do an Indian accent. How? What? I'm
Well,
canceled.
actually, it might
I'm
have been-
canceling myself.
It might have been Pakistani because it was just South Asian. We don't know.
Maybe it was a white person who was adopted by Indian Americans who grew up naturally speaking an accent, and therefore me doing the accent was not racist. Maybe. What's your dex, Lord Hans?
13.
Okay, so guys, you open up this door. You see what looks like a poop swamp behind it, with grass and cattails growing out of it, various fungi and fauna. There are creatures moving around in it, like frogs and lizards and that kind of thing. Although you can't really see it very well, but just imagine that even in this fleshy dungeon, that if you leave crap alone long enough, stuff's going to happen. In fact, in the 1500s, they referred to it as spontaneous generation. They believed that flies were born from shit, and that flies were born from shit, that maggots spontaneously generated from rotten meat. They didn't know. So just imagine, you leave crap alone in this lung-like room, and a swamp of poop is going to arrive. And so as you open up the door, a bunch of bat-like, mosquito-like creatures emerge and start zipping towards you. And there are at least 7 of them. As you stand in the hallway looking into the room, they fly out of the room and around you. And you are the first to act. You see them coming towards you in a cloud. They haven't gotten around you yet.
Can I close the door?
You can.
I want to close the door.
Alright, you close the door.
And then I move 25 feet backwards.
Alright. Very good.
That is my turn.
I would call that an inventory action, so any action or bonus action?
Sure, I will hold Thorn Whip if they do get through the door to attack.
Okay, it is the creature's turn, and they will squeeze through
Blech.
the spinning hole.
This
One
is
by
an
one.
image.
You could have just put your finger.
Could I
Held
have-
the dike.
Plug.
Give me a nature roll, please.
A nature?
Yeah.
Why did I roll this die? 5 plus 9.
Okay. So the first sort of bat-like, mosquito-like creature with a proboscis squeezes its way through the sphincter opening, and it looks like it's being birthed from a buttock. And it comes out, and
Yep, I guess I'll attack it. Because they got through. Oh yeah, it's 19 plus something to hit. I'm sure it hits.
and I'm sure it kills. So,
14 damage.
so describe the death of this creature.
And also the reaction of the door when you throw it.
Yeah, so Hassan's like closes the door and runs away. He's like, that's not good. And then he sees the thing coming out. He's like, and it's like it's just like a blood splatter of the thing against the whole area.
No butt balls.
There is blood, and there's also poo-poo and mud, etc. Now around. This is pretty gross. Around
The world
thing.
you've created.
Let's just take it as far as we can.
Yes, yes. Well, the next dungeon will be a gingerbread dungeon. So,
Made out of buttholes.
So that one dies. The second one comes through, and it decides that that Daphne looks the snackiest. So it flies over to Daphne and tries to tries to latch onto her. And that is a 20 to hit.
Damn.
And yes.
So, this creature extends its proboscis into your neck,
Ew.
Whoa!
and like a thick, fleshy hypodermic needle that's covered in poop starts to drink your blood, and
Yeah.
you take 5 piercing damage.
Another Wednesday.
Yeah, glad I showed up for this session because it sucked on. You take 5 damage, and
Get hepatitis.
this creature is now attached from you.
Wonderful.
Attached to you. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see, attached to Daphne. All right, so the next one comes through, and it thinks that Lord Hans looks the tastiest. It flies up to Lord Hans, and
Shield.
okay, that was a 10 to hit.
Uh,
But
Lord Hans is
you
another.
still used shield.
I did.
And the thing tries to bite you, and it boom bounces off your thing.
I get that pepper.
The next one comes through, and oh yeah, it's wrong dice. The next one comes through, and it tries to bite Zombie Welrar, and it hits,
Yeah, drink that blood sucker.
and it does 6 damage to Zombie Welrar, who is at
Not well, Rar.
24 out
I
of
guess
30.
he's not well.
And it attaches itself to Welrar. The next one comes through, and it thinks Jasper is the sexiest, and it is a 15 to hit, which is your AC, I believe.
AC is 16.
Ah, someone must have given you studded leather.
Yes, a long time ago.
What?
Yes, quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that person needs to update their shit. I hope, yeah, and you immediately get 3 points of exhaustion. Evil DMs.
Just from the smell.
The creature tries to bite you and you avoid it. How do you avoid it?
It comes at me and I don't know, turn, and it goes at my leather and actually doesn't penetrate it because of the way I turned. It's going lengthwise through the leather and I don't know, disengages, I guess.
The next one comes through and it tries to bite Welrar again.
No.
And it hits, and Welrar takes another 6 damage, going to 18 out of 30 now. Welrar has 2 of these creatures sitting on it, sucking its blood. And finally, the
That's not very
7th.
good for them.
The 7th comes through, and that one also likes Welrar,
I really love the zombie blood.
but it misses.
What's Welrar doing right now?
Welrar is doing as the creatures are glum, 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 sucking his undead blood. Okay, Lord Hans, it's your turn.
I'm gonna look at the one that attacked me. I'm gonna reach out, and a cold skeletal hand is gonna emerge from my fingers. Reach out and grab it, and attempt to squash it. And that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And then that is going to be
Which one are you attacking again?
the one that attacked me and is attacking me.
Okay.
we take care of number one first.
That's Lord Hans's way.
Yes, indeed. And it's going to be 2d8 of damage. So that's a 6, and that's 10 damage to the Sturge, what I believe is a Sturge.
Sturge?
What? Did you just name it?
Yeah.
And this,
Just
you
name
gave
it.
this creature a
Who
name?
said Sturge?
I said Sturge as I reach out.
Roll me a history check.
All right.
Hey.
On your book reading.
Sturge.
But the thing is, Lord Hans always pronounced it Sturkey, and he never knew
A
anybody.
Stirhe. It is a Stirhe from Rocinante. That is a 19.
It is a Sturge.
Sturgeon! Stirhes! Stirhes from Rocinante.
Yes. Are you having an allergic reaction
Yes.
to this creature?
In this world, Stirhes are from Rocinante. And the way that they got in here is they were like parasites on the Anaranjado family that came in and died, and now they live here.
It is a Stirhe.
Yes, so you kill
Like
it.
skeletal hand, Richard grasps it, squashes it like the bug that it is, and I laugh. And then I back away to what I think is a safe distance.
Muy bien, Daphne.
Yes, I am going to try to hit the one that is attacking me with my my hammer.
Okay. Oh, and Lord Hans. There's the hallway that you came from. That's like 25, 30 feet back, and then it turns to the north, and then there's another hallway that goes like 10 feet to the north to a door here.
I'm going to back up down the hallway we came from,
Okay.
right up to the corner, but to be
Alright.
able to see the action. And
Daphne rolls a hit.
Yes,
on
it
the
is
one
an
that's-
18 to hit. Oops, and only 6 bludgeoning, unfortunately. But
The one that's attached to your neck. Okay, you kill it.
Yay.
Describe.
Yeah, I mean, it's whack-a-mole, right? It's just, I think, there's, working with animals, you see all kinds of, like, sucky, gross fly things, and I think it's kind of just deadpan, like, gotta go save my zombie now.
And blood and poop splashes on
Yeah,
the side
it's,
of your
I mean,
face
like
and
I
neck.
said, not bothered, nonplussed.
Yes, she's had her gloved hands right up a horse's
Yeah,
ass
right, I
before.
think this is not a big deal. So, does Welroar act on my turn?
Welroar acts on your turn, so you command it with a bonus action, and then it does whatever it wants.
Yeah, so
before
I'm
or after
gonna
your turn.
use. I will command it to kill the Sturges.
Yeah, and then you won't have to command it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless
Right,
you want
yeah.
to do something
Sick
different.
'em.
Alright. It slams one.
Great.
It slams one that's sucking on it, and that one dies.
Good job, Welroar. Great.
Okay. Good?
Yes.
Giant ape.
So there's one sucking on Welroar, and there's.
Two that are not sucking on people yet, and there's one that's on Welroar.
Okay, I'll go for the two that aren't sucking on people yet. Sweeping and swatting at them.
With your punchy
With my
multi-attack?
punchy multi-attack flavored as just trying to, like, crush them in my hands.
Okay.
Yes, doing that clapping.
You're-
Like skipping through a field.
You're +9 to hit. Roll twice.
Oh god. One is 11.
11 total misses.
And one is 28.
Okay, so the one that you try to hit first, it definitely zips out of the way of your large ape hands. But the next one you hit, and you would roll 3d10 plus 6 if you wanted to.
But 9 hit point minimum. You don't have to roll anything.
Yeah, 11 plus, what is it, plus 6? No, 17?
Yeah, you're like, and just
Gonna say that splashes
Poop
Daphne
shower.
too. Get the other side.
yeah, it is more than dead. All right, Jasper. There's one attached to Welroar, and there's one that's looking at you like you're yummy.
Jasper will take out a shotgun and aim at the one that's flitting
Shotgun?
around.
You have a shotgun now?
Oh, sorry, musket. He's thinking of what he might build in the future. And with his musket, let a shot loose. And that'll be 23.
And which one are you shooting? The free one or the?
The free one. Yeah.
Okay. Welrar is like, ah.
I don't want to accidentally shoot Welrar. 8 damage.
Dead.
Great.
Any flavor on the death?
Just a
Death
million
flavor.
pieces. Yeah.
Like when the bird gets
Like a clay
hit with
shot?
the
Oh,
baseball.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's skeet. Yeah.
I've never seen that.
A bird gets hit with a baseball.
You never see that?
Like a
They just
what? It's just like a puff when
Yeah,
you
just
get
a
hit
puff
by
of
something.
Wait, this
feathers.
happens at ball games?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Sometimes.
Same thing,
Okay.
you can shoot it.
Statistical
It's like
check.
so.
I've never seen that. Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
that.
Does it
Yeah.
happen?
Sorry. I don't know.
Does it happen very often?
I don't think
Do you go
so.
to
I
a lot
don't
of
think a ton.
baseball games?
No, but I've seen it. You've seen it.
I've seen it with a gun. I
Oh, I never seen the gun yet.
I was thinking
A
skeet.
baseball gun?
Yes, a baseball
How do they?
Skeet with a
What's the
t-shirt
rule on
on.
that?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that an automatic double when that happens?
I think
yeah,
so.
probably.
I think it is.
Yeah. I definitely know baseball.
All right. Jasper shoots one. Hassan, your turn.
There's just one left on
There's
Welrar.
one and it's attached to Welrar.
Alright, let's thorn whip it, see if I can get it. Where's the one I can read?
To get its wings.
Like
That
a magician.
is
Yes.
a 16.
Yep.
7, 10 damage.
We kill
The last one,
poopers.
as you go to hit it, you hear, "We want it to be more challenging for you," and then it just dies.
You were totally challenging.
We'll open
Does
the
it?
door.
Does it say its name?
Yeah, it says, "My name is Elvis Costello." A name which none of you have ever heard.
That's exactly what I would have guessed.
Well, next time, pump it up. Are we out of combat?
So yeah, we hear no more buzzing from the other side.
No, you still are buzzing.
Excuse me, Daphne. Allow me. I'm going to press to digitate
Oh.
the filth off of you.
Oh, thank
Nice.
And
Thank
add
you.
a nice smell of
Oh.
rose water, perhaps.
Oh, nice.
Does anyone else have sturge
We'd be like,
filth on
"Thank
their
you."
person? Hello, my beloved ape. I'm going to not only will I remove all traces of sturge filth, but a delightful smell of bananas lilts in
and
your
I
throat.
Well, Rock can stay like that. That is. I think it looks good.
There's
on
no
him.
change.
Yeah.
The ape wears off.
Oh no.
Oh god!
Oh no! I think it looks terrible. Yeah.
Go back down the hallway and
Why don't we go in the
Short
swamp
rest?
room and short rest
Go to
there?
continue
Short
staff
rest in the
like a
shit
great
room?
ape.
No.
I don't think we should short rest in the shit room. We
No.
should probably go back to the
To the young guns
No,
room?
there's-
Sounds like
the
a
young
country
guys
album.
opening room.
Did we think?
Short rest in
Did
the
you
shit
happen to notice when you opened the door and saw out of the sheet? Was there another door, like perhaps a way out?
Well,
Did we
there's.
see something?
I don't know that we want to go. Well, I would suggest if we are going into a new room that we go to that. We
Well,
check
I-
out that door to the
We
north.
I'm not
also-
saying we go in there now. I'm just
Oh.
asking if
Oh,
if
Yeah.
that is what.
Did we see any other openings on the other side of the door?
I believe I
swamp.
have 10 good berries. I'm just gonna eat them for giggles in case I trip and die.
Roll perception.
Oh yeah, I'm also going to eat
Natural
4
20.
good berries
so-
right
No
now.
doors. Dead end.
There's another one.
Okay.
Poop
Oh,
room.
thank you.
There's a poopy poop room.
Well, no wonder there is so much shit in there if it's got nowhere to
I
go.
don't know. This sounds like a bad design as their intestines.
Pooping in the poop
Well, it's
room.
of a piece with the rest of the decor, I must say. This is probably where the denizens of this place come to bathe.
2 perception rolls.
That's not gonna. That's gonna.
22.
Yeah, I think that's a 6.
You hear something coming
Which direction?
from where you came from.
Hide!
Well, we could.
I'm
I
gonna
could
ch-
make you all invisible if you get on. Oh, the eight's
I'm gonna
not.
at least hide so that I'm
She's not
pressed up against the
What
thing.
if we just go up to the door to the north?
You've got 30
Okay.
seconds to decide what you're going to do.
Everybody,
Something
at
is
least
coming.
go up into that hallway. Everybody, up into the hallway.
Yeah, come on,
That
Wilbur.
leads to the north.
Alright.
Alright, go into the hallway and
I'm,
And
I'm listening to this
Jasper's-
charismatic
Jasper's-
bard. He sounds like he knows what he's
So
talking about.
Jasper's gonna peek around the corner, like low, like
Are his little ears back?
yeah,
You're just peeking?
yeah,
You're stealthing?
yes.
Roll stealth.
I'll guide you.
Okay, that gives me 4. Sorry.
Mhm. A D4.
Yeah. 23, 25.
Nice.
Okay, you are stealthed.
Okay.
You see a spectator coming.
It's a spectator.
How big is the spectator?
It is medium.
So it's not the young gun that escaped.
Yeah.
Bigger than your gun.
You fought a spectator in the
dungeon.
catacombs ages ago. It is medium. But anyway, he's seeing it right now, silently. It's coming towards you guys.
Jasper's gonna take out his musket.
And with
shoot
the...
it.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Sounds like.
Sorry, I cut you off, but that's what Jasper's doing.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna talk our way past this guy.
Does he have advantage?
I mean, yeah. But
I feel like I'm rude.
you didn't have to fight it. You're the one that said, let's all hide in this hallway.
Natural 20.
Ooh, what does that do?
Oh, with the musket.
Yeah.
That's something cool.
D12 twice. Oh, D12 twice.
I think his online game where he was shooting out of the woods at goblins, ready to...
No, I just thought
Exactly.
we fought a spectator in the catacombs. They're not friendly. 16 plus 6 is 22 damage.
Okay. Did you do whatever interesting thing it said there?
Yeah, it was. I did 2d12 damage.
Okay. So, well, first, why don't you describe this critical hit shot for me?
Okay. Jasper leveled his musket. He's feeling more and more confident with the musket, and he's like kneeling down, looking over around the corner, and like in the Old West or something, and releases a shot that sails right into. Well, he was aiming to shoot right into the main eye of the spectator.
Okay, so you shoot it, and it takes a bunch of damage. Pieces of eyeball fly out from it, and it shits itself.
I was going to the bathroom. Why do we always end up by the bathroom in these dungeons?
Because Jake designed these dungeons.
A bathroom is a big part of a dungeon.
I appreciate
it's a
that.
real place where people live.
No, I hate that. I hate when you get a module, and you look and there's like a house and there's no toilet in the whole house. Does it make sense?
That's what I'm saying.
Chamber pots.
Yeah.
Outhouse.
So clearly this thing was trying to go use the bathroom. And you have ruined its day. When your gunshot goes off, it identifies your position, and we will need to roll for initiative.
14.
Also 14.
Hold on one sec. Hold on.
Excuse me, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
Oh no, you're not.
It wanted to go to the bathroom.
Well, and now it has released.
You did 22
Yeah.
to it.
We heard, gotta go right now.
Yeah, telling the story made Tim have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He was chilling, and then we just keep talking about going to the bathroom. One of those highbrow D&D games with political intrigue and multiple noble houses. You're covered in poop. You're squeezing through a sphincter.
Did we, just in terms of where we are in our level up stuff, have we not taken a long rest so everything hasn't kicked in yet of our new skills, or all new skills?
We did
or-
that.
No, that
Yeah,
all
we
happened.
did?
That was
Okay,
all
great.
done.
You took a long rest, but the only thing that doesn't kick in is people who prepare spells preparing spells because they haven't had a long rest to prepare their new spell. But
But we did.
I think everybody got a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while back.
That was before he.
That was when we,
Okay.
at least when we were in Wellrars,
Yeah.
we were. And
Yeah,
it
that was in
been
Mulvar's
before.
house. Or,
Yeah, room.
But if one of my new abilities is a spell that I have it because I
You have it.
woke up with it, right? Okay,
You have it, girl.
great.
But Tim might cover spell you.
Oh,
In the future.
no, in the
Yeah,
future,
some other day.
with a time machine.
That's time.
Tim from the future might appear from 2 sessions from now.
points if you know what song I'm singing.
Do it again? No idea.
Do 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 do. It's the You Don't Know Jack song.
Oh.
You don't know Jack. Oh, my poor back. If I were really mean, I'd make your gunshot bring a bunch of other people
I
around.
swore that's what was gonna happen.
Why? Been using it. Check out the stir. Okay. Oh, but
Making a lot of noise in these hallways.
well, Jasper had been tinkering with a silencer attachment.
Oh, is that what that's happening?
Oh, are you taking a level in Artificer?
No.
Oh, was this Eberron? So the way I imagine it, we were all clustered over here, hiding.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, let
Anything
everyone.
missing?
And he was like,
Wherever he can put me, I don't care.
he was like peeking around the corner. Ooh, wait, there are too many minis here. Are
No,
there?
one of them might
Put
be
Han somewhere
Welrar.
safe.
Oh, I forgot about Welrar. Yeah, is this Welrar?
I'm next to Welrar. Hey, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, the rest of the initiatives, please.
14.
14.
12.
Mine's 16.
8.
That's what you got last time. Una has 16. Jasper has 8. I shouldn't have even gotten the miniature. This thing's gonna be dead because it's going last.
Sweet.
I don't know. Lord
Una,
Hans
your
may
turn.
talk to it.
Yes.
You're beautiful!
In every single way.
Una.
Okay, well, so I don't die. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agatha. Agatha?
I got this.
That's what it's called?
At what level?
1.
Okay, you get 5 temporary hit points,
That's right.
and if something punches you, it takes 5 damage of cold while you have that up. Okay, you cast that as your action. Any bonus action?
What is if I want to do my bolstering magic, is that a action or a bonus action? I've lost a piece of paper, but I can't find it.
Probably an action, but I'll tell you. It's an action.
Okay, then I'm actually just gonna lurk in the back. I'm gonna move to the back and cower for the first time in the ridiculous life.
It's been quite a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Hassan.
What? Hassan has to do this stuff? Alright.
You hear your friend make a gunshot. You hear a sound like, I'm just a spectator that wants to poop. And then you hear a,
Oh, that's far away. That's very far away. Is Hassan also going to just hide?
So we're like in combat in a dungeon crawl, and everybody's like, yeah, pass.
Yeah. I said I was stealthing before. Is that still holding? Or do I have to do another stealth?
it doesn't know about you yet, but if it goes around the corner, it'll see you.
And this is just a... What is this?
There's a
Oh, there's a door.
There's a door right here.
Well, we don't know what's behind it. This is where the poopy room is, and the sturges.
Oh, that's what... guess somebody's got a tank, huh? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm surprised Una didn't raid. So that all damage against her would be halved.
I thought about it, but I'm also like, if they are gonna kill me quick, then why would I?
Alright.
But no one's killing it.
Yeah.
Everybody
It's like some sort of-
decided to sit
Some sort of
back.
prisoner just-
Giant
prisoner's dilemma.
constructor snake.
Get it.
And it whoops again.
has the most hit points.
That's a giant constrictor snake in front of the poop room, you say.
Yup. It's like you can't go to the bathroom. Pay the toll to the true.
Worst nightmare. There's a snake in the toilet.
I'm missing my giant snake. Where are you, giant snake? Aaron, have you seen my giant snake?
Hey, hey yo. Hey yo.
Hey. Huh. I don't know where my giant snake is.
I mean, we can just use imagination.
Nope. No imagination.
Not when there's a
I
giant
have
snake
to
somewhere in this
paint
house.
a giant snake miniature right now. We're just gonna use this for now, knowing that you're even bigger
My
than
immersion's
that.
broken. I don't know.
Alright, what are you doing, Snake?
I'm gonna hold action to attack it if it gets within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
Doesn't it shoot rays and stuff though?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's too
Yeah.
far away.
I'm big.
Well, good thing I got the miniatures, because it's gonna fuck you up, because none of you are taking any turns. It could be almost dead by now. Jasper! No, Lord Hans.
Lord Hans is going to step quickly into the hall, and his cold skeletal hand.
Why are you using
Is
a
there a
cantrip
cantrip?
against a spectator?
This thing casts like.
It's a
lightning
spectator,
back
guys.
and
You
forth.
have to kill it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Alright, fair enough. It's
You
gonna-
could either avoid the battle completely and let it go to the bathroom in peace, or you could kill it because it's going to kill you.
This is one of the things terrorizing our town.
Alright, fine, fair enough. You've convinced me.
You used a level 3 major image spell to win a beauty contest. You're using a cantrip on
This
something that's
place
actually
is
a
messing with our priorities.
My biggest offensive spells are mostly area stuff, so I'm gonna just chromatic orbit, I think.
Sure. What level?
You know what? Why not cast it with a second at the second level, since we're
Roll to hit.
fierce opponent, and that's going to be a 15 to hit.
That misses.
Damn it.
Oh, we're all in.
Well then, in that case, Lord Hans is going to quickly duck back into the corridor.
Yes, I love it when a party is clumped into small space, doing
Yeah,
nothing, not
Ray can
raging.
just fireball down.
Yep. Okay, Jasper, your turn.
And isn't it my turn?
I should have used the cantrip damage.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Daphne, we can use our imaginations. Daphne's going to step out in the hall and do Vampiric Touch, which is a 3rd level. So
Wow.
let's see if it hits. Nope, but I'm going to use my inspirations.
Wait. Wait a sec.
Okay.
So,
Which is a misnomer because it's not actually a touch.
when you make a melee spell attack against a creature you make a melee spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're
Well, it's make a melee spell attack, so I was rolling to hit, and it wasn't going to. So
I know,
was gonna
but you're
burn
all the way
it.
down the hallway.
Oh, what is the range?
5, 10,
Oh, but the range is-
20, 25,
the range
30,
is
35,
self.
40, 45,
Yeah, you're
50.
casting it on yourself, and then it says make a melee spell attack.
Mm.
So the creature is you know,
So do I then, as a
You'd have to hit it at, like, up close.
make a melee spell attack against a creature within your reach.
Oh, within your reach, I missed that. Sorry, I haven't cast this before. So then I'm going to do something different.
Yeah, you would cast it to hit something next to you and then keep
Yeah,
up the
got it.
concentration.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do Ray of Sickness instead, but I'm gonna upcast it at 3rd.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Roll it, please.
I will. And I will, since we know that doesn't hit, I will use the inspiration to roll it. Oh yeah, that's a 26.
Great. Roll
So
damage.
yes. At third level, that's gonna be 4d8. Please hold. Let's do this twice. Okay, 14 plus 11 is 25. So let's see. Yeah, 25, and then makes a con save.
Okay, passes.
So it is not poisoned. And then she will go back in the hallway, and she's gonna tell Welrar, stay here until I tell you to do something else.
Remember, Welwer can attack with range. He's done before.
Welrer has told the dead.
Right. But if he goes out there, I don't know if I can say, like, it can't be that specific, right? Like, go out, do the thing, and then come back.
You can, yeah.
He could understand that complex of command.
Bonus action, go out there, do the thing, come back.
Okay, great. Yes, alright, well, yes, go out, cast Toll the Dead on that guy, and then come back.
Not the snake.
It fails its save.
Yay.
Hey.
Good.
I think Welrar is casting it at level 1.
Okay, so that's just 1d12, right?
It's missing hit points.
Yeah.
And that is 8 more damage to the spectator, which is now looking very fucked up.
Yay.
So if Jasper can land a hit, it will still be dead.
Nat 20, baby.
Yay.
My second one.
With the musket.
Yes.
Kill it.
18 plus something, 25 damage.
25 damage.
Yeah.
Describe the death.
The second one just right into the center of its mouth, and it just blows out the other end, and the thing just kind of crumples to the ground, roughly bisected, but still like tendrils are like holding it together.
And as it dies,
And it falls into its own shit.
As it dies, you hear it say, "I just wanted to go." And it is dead. And
Jasper says, "Not today."
yeah, I'm really glad you killed it before it got to its turn, because they do all sorts of terrible things.
Yeah, but
on their
everybody's like, "Oh, pass."
Why
Yeah,
I
it's
turned
25.
into a tank?
You
Because
did
so
good.
many
You
of you do tank.
You did good.
Yeah, I
And you
had
did too.
25.
But I was getting worried when.
Yeah. Sorry if I sounded too snappy about like, oh my god, you guys are gonna let it kill you. But I didn't want you guys to get killed. I wanted it to die.
Also, after Jasper's shot, he brings it to his mouth and nose.
Yeah,
Two
2
nat
critical
20s.
hits in a row.
Mm-hmm.
22 damage on the first one, 25 on the second one.
Pretty good.
Very
Yeah.
sexy. If only you had extra attack.
Yep.
Yes.
Gonna change you to a swords bard yet.
Mm.
Or valor or whatever it is that has extra
Yeah,
attack.
King Valor.
Alright, so you kill the thing, and you're in this hallway, and the thing to the north, there's the poop room, there's the tunnel you came up from.
How's,
Door right behind us.
how's Una looking?
I have 25 hit points.
I had you at 9 hit points.
I had 9, I ate 11 good berries, and I cast
berries.
armor of whatever.
Yeah, those are temporary hit points.
So it's
Yeah.
just separate.
Well, I have them for an hour.
Would you like
Great. I'll do a level 2 cure wounds.
Yeah, so you have, if you ate 11 good berries, you have 20 hit points and 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
You want to keep those separate.
Yeah.
And you can take another 15 back.
I think.
And you cast, what level?
Second.
Thank y'all.
Should we do a short rest in the Young Guns room before we do anything else?
The room that has 4 entrances to it
Right.
with one of them unexplored.
Yes, that doesn't sound great.
I'm gonna do a short rest here. What's stopping us?
Then
guess the restroom,
everybody going to the bathroom.
This is where they come to go to the bathroom.
This is the hallway to the bathroom.
Just tell them
Can
we're
we
in line.
hear
Yeah.
anything? Is there
We
any?
tell them we're in line.
Can we listen at the door that's right behind us? Is there anything? behind
Yeah.
us?
You may.
We should intercept anything that comes and just be like, "Woo! You do not want to go in there."
They didn't open the windows.
Alright, whoever's listening to the door to the north can roll perception.
I will guide you.
Hiss.
Listen
Yes.
with your snake ears.
How's he gonna tell us what he hears?
Yeah, exactly.
Telepathically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of my.
24. What do I hear?
I'm gonna use my speak with animals, be speaker charge club to be like,
Yeah.
Mrs. Snake.
You hear nothing much of interest. You hear empty space, and you hear an open passageway.
One is for a yes, two for a no. Should we go down there?
Yes.
I mean,
He seems
I
not
can.
committal. That's
Una
I can
can
talk
speak
to
with
you.
animals.
Oh,
Yeah, I can-
alright, I tell you exactly where.
Yeah, no, it's pretty quiet in there, empty space. Sounds like there's an open passage.
All right.
Nothing of interest.
Let's go.
I say.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Aurora first. Snake second.
Alright, so
The
the
Rovar's looking a little rough.
I can go first. I don't care.
yeah, well, he looks at you. He's like, ah.
Yeah. The Sturges were not very nice to him.
Stirges. Please.
Sturges. Lo siento, Sturges.
Stirges Borjas?
Jorge Luis Stirges.
Stirges? Reminds me of some kind of name.
Yeah, Borges. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Oh.
So, yeah, he's playing with his tacos. Very cute. So it's about 8:30. Do you guys want a break, or do you want to just keep playing?
I'll take a break.
You
Up to you.
need a break?
I don't need a break.
Yeah.
I need a break.
I
I
can
don't
keep
need
going
one.
a break.
Yeah.
I could break.
All in favor of break? Raise your hand.
Meh.
I'd go either way. Whatever.
All
Yeah,
against
fair.
breaks.
I'm
Raise your
definitely not
hand.
against the break.
No, I guess.
Sounds like we're gonna roll for a break then, since everyone's hiding in the hallway.
Do you want one?
I mean, I'll just use the restroom now while you all do whatever.
Why don't we do a
you
short
think.
break?
All right, so the snake listened at the door to the north. You heard open space and an open passage and nothing much scary sounding.
The snake will use its tongue to open the door.
Oh, please describe what that looks like.
He
Wait.
he flickers his tongue out in a hand opening
Is it a sphincter door?
sphincter type situation, and it surprises the door.
Yeah. Yep. I created this world. Oh well. There is a snake opening a sphincter door with some links. All right, the door opens.
Yeah, well.
It is an anaconda. Brazilian snake.
You see a large, open, stomach-like room with a big hole in the floor.
Maybe this is where they go pee.
Yeah, I'll go inside and check it out.
Big, deep, long, vertical tunnel going down a couple 100 feet.
Couple hundred. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Should we do a short rest in this room? What do y'all think?
That
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
I'm saying that to you since you don't
Yeah.
understand me.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm done by 5.
Short rest, everybody.
Yes.
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 A short rest, you say.
Short rest.
Seems safer than a long rest here.
So short rest, as a reminder,
Can you roll your hit dice?
and you get something.
I'm gonna relearn
Do you do some
a
is some
fourth level
rest
spell.
something that you
Yes,
do?
that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, you can
So
do
each
some.
ally receives an extra D6 for every.
Oh
So-
great.
We receive an extra D6.
I want everyone to keep track of how many hit dice they have left because you only get half of them back on a long rest.
Yep.
So I'm not sure everybody has full hit dice. And
Well, we all should by now because we haven't done.
Yeah.
We haven't done
Yeah,
a
we
short
haven't
rest
short,
in a
short
long
rest in a
time,
long while, yeah.
where we use it for hit points.
And I'm not using any, so.
I'm not using them. Which you'll get an extra D6, whoever it is.
Okay, so definitely.
I get my wild shape back.
so you're at 35.
Yeah.
You've got D12s for hit dice.
Yes.
How many do you want to use?
Plus your constitution. Or your
Yep, plus your
yeah,
con.
What's your con
Plus 3.
for each of them?
For each one
for
you
each roll.
For
You,
each
you
roll.
can you can roll each one individually.
Yeah, let's see how I do. That's a 1.
That's at least a 4.
Yeah, so it's a 4.
You can use my D6 right away.
Yeah, use his
I'm like
first.
telling you like poetry.
Four more, so that's 8.
I got you at 43 now.
That was after one hit die.
That That's one down. Let's go.
Tim, are you using Arcane Recovery in your short rest?
I am
That's
using
a
Arcane Recovery to get a
9,
level
10,
4 spell.
12.
2 hit die.
2 hit die up to 55.
So I got you with 1 level 4, 2 level 3, 2 level 2, and 3 level 1? Or am I off?
One level yes, yes, 1 level 4, 2 level 3, 1 level 2, 3 level 1.
Oh, that was the orb.
8,
Yes.
9, 10, 11.
Also, Una can help us with spells.
66.
Oh yeah. Una, you're able to give people
I
spells.
sure
right?
am.
But after she.
Handsome, you get your wild shapes back on a short
Let's
rest?
see.
But do you just stay in your snake form during this rest?
Might as well. Well,
Yeah.
it'll be.
Well, I can give a level 1 and
How
a
many
level 2.
hours?
Does anyone need the level 1? I'd love to take the
3
level
hours.
2.
Yeah, so might as well.
I will happily take.
Do I get?
The
Do
level
I not
1.
have?
All
do
right.
It's fine.
Would I
I
have to go
can
back
let
up
you
to
use
2?
and do my level ones.
Okay.
So you go back up to
You
2.
took
Okay,
the level
right.
2.
I took
Okay.
level 2, yeah. So
So you're resting as the snake and then
Yeah.
getting 2 back?
Yeah.
How many
Right.
hit dice?
Okay, fine.
And you're good.
Sounds reasonable.
What's your max?
81.
What's going on with you?
I'm back up to
Thank you.
full. I used 1
Or
hit
I
die.
could. I don't know if there's more.
And in terms of
good berries to
spell
be had.
slots,
I
I
mean, I
have
don't know what the.
only
What is
used
the thing? So when I get a
1
long
level
rest, I only
2
get how
and
much
2
back?
level 3s.
Half of
Jake
that?
should explain it because I find this confusing.
What's up?
So how does this work if you use, let's say she
At least I
used
think
3
so.
hit die?
This was my
the,
first long
the,
rest.
the third spell slot.
Long
that
rest,
I
you get half.
One of
your
those
hit
is
dice
from
back.
like
Oh, so
whatever
you
my
would get
last
1
session
back.
was.
No, no,
Round
So I
up.
don't know what that
of your
was for,
full
but-
level.
Level 3 damage.
So if I use 3,
Oh,
I
right.
could get the 3
You
back.
get the 3 back.
But if I use 4, I only get 3 back.
I forget if it's
six.
rounded up or rounded down. Do you remember? For short, long rest.
What's going on?
When you
Yeah,
go
I
take a
think-
long rest, how many hit dice you get back? Is it
You get half.
rounded
If you
up
round
or down?
I
Probably
don't know, I'll
down.
check.
Yeah, I don't remember. So it's either 3 or 4 for us. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But also, do you have any good berries left that you could?
Not at the moment.
No.
Alright, only
I
I'm
gave
gonna
you
go
all my
for
good
one.
berries, and I've casted more good
One
berries
more.
for you all.
Oh.
I mean, you might as well use to get full hit points
Yeah.
with all your good
Okay.
with all your things. Because even if you get half, whatever.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm there.
So you use 5.
5 and got
Yeah, it's usually worth it.
So Jake, I recovered a level 1 spell from Una. And Lord recovered a level 2 spell slot.
Then what happens to my rages? Do I get those or
I think those are a long rest.
that's a
now.
long rest?
Unless you've got like a subclass
For a
nature.
long rest,
level
two
changes
magic
Jasper, what are
cleanse.
your spell slots?
After that, I have used 1 level 2 and 1 level 3.
How many you got left of each?
Okay, I have an endless amount of cantrips left,
You have 3 level 1 and 2 level 2 and 2 level 3?
and 1 level 4.
Yeah, okay, good.
I was.
I mean, I guess it is long rest since you become relentless.
What's that?
I thought at some point they become they come back on a short rest.
It seems like the words in the player's handbook don't actually tell you whether it's rounded up or rounded down. So I'll just say rounded up for now.
Okay, we get 4.
If you're trying to look it up in the player's handbook, you can look it up under resting.
Oh, I was looking at the rage. When did they get rages as a short rest?
I don't know, but not right now.
Yeah.
What about Welrar? Did he heal?
I think that's he probably re-ups when I cast the spell again, right?
Sure.
I don't know.
He's not short resting.
What?
No zombie rest?
Take your break?
You can always heal him.
Maybe later.
He looks sad.
Una, what's your hit points now?
It's 81. I rolled 5 hit dice.
All right. Everybody all rested?
So refreshed.
I'll put the giant constrictor info in. DC 12.
Well, actually, would we have had time to? That's time enough to attune, right? If we weren't doing something else,
Yep.
I would like to drop.
Give you the shield.
Yeah. I wanna. Although I guess do I have to identify it first, or I guess I could just like go for it.
You can go for it.
I'm just gonna go for it. So we'll see what happens when I attune to it. But I'm gonna drop the headband of in protection and attune to the shield instead.
You want to keep the half plate of Featherfall?
Yep, and the ring of Misty Step.
Ooh, that's cool. Right now. I hope no one makes you make an intellectual saving throw.
Well, that'll be egg on my face.
Oh, on the long rest, you recover the hit dice equal to half your character's level.
Yeah.
So it's not about. Okay, I see.
I need to find where I wrote the details about the new magic items. So.
Okie dokie.
And you still have those temporary hit points too.
What's this? How long is our long rest?
What's that?
How long is a long rest?
8 hours.
Yeah, no, my temporary only only lasts for an hour.
Oh, this was a short rest, but it was an hour. Okay. Got it. I still can't get over the fact that these aberrations have a toilet area they go to. I guess everything. I guess deep down inside we're all the same.
Surprisingly civilized.
Yeah.
I don't have time to attune to the circlet, right? From doing arcane restoration, arcane recovery.
You do, yeah. You have time to attune to things, but your attunement slots are full, so you're gonna have to drop something.
I'm going to. I'm going to temporarily take off my mirror image ring, put it carefully in my pack, and then try to attune myself to the circlet.
Okay. All right. So, circlet, shield. What about the boots?
Boots.
I will, unless, I'll try to attune to those.
All right. Swallowing is so difficult. Okay, let me cut and paste a few things, and then I'll and take notes of a few things, and then I will tell you what you have.
Cool.
Feel like I'm missing. No? All right, we'll put it here. Okay, there's that. There is that, and the shield. Oh, yes. And there is that. Did you already have a shield, Daphne?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then,
Just a regular old shield.
looking at your attunement slots, Jasper, you have attuned to boots of limited flying.
Okay.
So now you have a ring of partial flying and boots of limited flying.
Awesome.
Good for you.
Or do they basically do the same?
Twice per long rest, you can cast Fly on yourself with a duration of 1 minute.
Okay. Is anybody else interested in flying?
I like being on the ground.
Yeah.
Flying's always nice.
Yeah.
What's that?
Those would be useful to many of us.
Flying's always nice.
Well, I have a ring that I could.
Lord Hans, you dropped your attunement to which thing?
I pocketed my ring of mirror image.
You are no longer attuned to the ring.
Do I have to reattune to it
Uh-huh.
to use it? Yeah, okay. Well, good to know.
You have attuned to a fragile circlet of resistance to disintegration.
Hey, that's a
Yeah,
nice,
pretty
pretty
nice.
good
Well, I'll be keeping this on my head for the foreseeable future.
That circlet looks quite nice on you.
Yes, thank you.
This is a poorly written spell text that I just sort of rewrote. When a spell or effect named or including disintegration is cast or used against you, you have advantage on the save, or the attack made has disadvantage. However, every time you finish a long rest, you must roll a d20. If you roll a 6 or lower, it disintegrates. And Daphne has dropped attunement to the headband of intellect protection,
Yes.
and she has attuned to the glowing mirror eyeball shield. And just make sure the wording on this is good before I read it out loud.
Once a day, you'll turn into a beholder.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be amazing.
Sure, probably good enough. Once per long rest, roll a d20. If you roll a 5 or higher, go ahead and roll a d20. Let's find out. You want to roll a 5 or higher?
17.
If you roll a 5 or higher, then after you fail a saving throw, if a creature forced you to make the saving throw, whether through a feature, magic, or other means, and you failed it, you may use this shield to force the creature to make the saving throw instead, using the same DC.
That rules.
And if it fails it, it
Wow.
suffers the same effects.
Fuck yeah.
It's called the
really good.
shield of right back at you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great thing.
I think
That's awesome.
the correct way is when you're failing the save, you roll and see if you get a 5 or above. But we'll say that
Sure.
for this one, you did it, and now you get to pick.
Good.
You
Okay.
get to pick which save you're failing that you want to reflect.
Do you is the Ring of Misty Step text easily accessible from there, because I don't actually know how many times I can use it per
Oh yeah,
long rest or day or whatever.
yeah, I can look that up.
That would
Pretty.
be swell if that's right there.
I should be able to find that somewhere.
Thank you.
I think somewhere in
And I am calling this in my inventory the shield of right back at you.
here. What was the one with the terrible name that you guys?
Something as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yes!
That was the walk away as a bonus action or something like that.
So good.
The
Ring of
the
disengage as a
ring of
bonus
disengage
action.
as a bonus action?
Yes.
Yeah.
That should be a brand of engagement rings.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm sort of missing a page that I made that's like magic items given, because I did this other thing where I consolidated all of your stuff into a attunement slot notes page, but I have it in my
Oh, that's
Wellbar stat block.
ain't no thing. It's not a pressing issue.
It's very pressing.
Okay.
Ring of Misty Step can use a it's once per long rest.
Okay, thank you.
And Una, you remember that you have a cool ring.
Yeah, I do. I was just looking up my cool ring. I'm reminding myself.
What was that again?
It's like a heat metal.
It's
That's good.
heat metal or healing word.
Yeah. Fragile ring of
Of H spells.
as a bonus action.
HEA spells.
Yeah, Una has the Eureka ring.
Eureka!
Aha! Nope, that's the same thing. Yeah, the Eureka ring and you can cast either healing word as a bonus action or heat metal as an action once per day. Every time you use it, roll a d20, roll 2 or below will cause it to disintegrate. The ring has separate concentration from the caster. So you can concentrate on heat metal while concentrating on something else, if you're doing that. And you can concentrate on heat metal while you're raging, because the ring has separate concentration from you. So I'll make a note for myself to make those little item cards for all of your newer magic items before we play next, and then I'll put it all in one place so that I have everything. Alright guys, so you took a short rest at the lip of this 200-foot drop that drops like a throat 200 feet down. What the will you do?
Does it look like handles or some way that we can climb down?
Look like what?
Handles or some way that we can climb down?
No. This is not built by or for people.
You know, maybe there's like grooves
Is it
in
tight like a throat? Or it's very big and gaping?
Let's go a different direction.
It's maybe not go down into her throat.
But going down always seems like it might lead to greater dangers, like Galethakosh.
I think that's where Galethakosh is.
Let me see. I could see. I could look.
Let's throw
This location.
Om Durash's carcass down the throat hole.
Well, I could take a look, maybe.
Alright.
Jake, how far down can we see this thing? You said it goes so many feet down, but do we really see it going that far down?
Yeah!
Yeah?
Yeah, for some weird reason you can see
And
everything kind of like, everything kind of looks like a colonoscopy video. You can see.
is this going to lead to the anus of... and what's at the bottom
Too
there?
soon, Jay.
It's never too soon. Actually, once you turn 40. Yeah.
Way down there, looks like fleshy floor.
Like there's maybe a room that it goes into, it enters into.
Fleshy floor.
Fleshy floor. And you said 200 feet?
That's right.
Okay, so
And
the
now
question...
Jasper has all of the ways.
I can climb down, I can fly down, I can fly down again, and I can fly down a third time. It's too bad these items weren't distributed among us. But the snake can the snake slither down? No, it would just fall.
Yep. I don't have a climbing speed.
Can swim down.
Yeah, I could swim down if it's liquid
I can
enough.
get down. Wilrar cannot.
You can get down?
Yeah, but only once per day.
Oh, well, Misty Step has a...
Well,
A
no,
limit.
because my armor lets me fall really slow once.
Awesome.
Is it the spell or is it just you?
I think it's just me.
What if I go down and take a look?
For this one.
Huh?
What if I go down and take a look?
I mean, yeah, if you want. Can't help you if you do.
I'm gonna stealth and crawl down quietly.
Hang on one second. It has 2 unreplenishable charges of Featherfall.
Oh, it's unreplenishable. Then
How many do you have left?
2. I have not
Oh.
used it.
But it is Featherfall.
Yeah, for the
Okay,
fall
for
would be
everybody.
everybody.
Okay.
Oh, that would take.
But how would we get back up, you say? No idea.
No idea.
8.
Star.
After
Spell's
a long
gone.
rest.
Spell is gone. So we do a long rest, yeah.
What level is that spell?
4th?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
roll that.
Jasper doesn't have a lot of experience with dungeons, but he seems to think that the deeper you go, the closer you are
To hell.
to whatever awful evil thing you're supposed to confront. So
That seems well reasoned.
there was a game he played as a child that taught him this.
Oh, what was this game?
Shoots and ladders or something. I forget. Yeah.
I'll just jump with my
Ah,
orb.
yes.
Oh boy.
There are DMs who
Just make sure you rage before you jump.
Yeah, so at least you take half damage.
Rage.
Was it 20d6?
Misty Step, Rage, Orb shoots up. See what happens.
You can probably survive it.
Misty Step's only 60 feet.
I know. That'll
Yeah.
just take off the 60 feet.
17.
I was thinking of Lord Hans.
Well, the snake has like a lot. The
What's that?
snake has a lot of hit points, right?
Well, how
We all
you
just
would get
like
down.
right. You
I don't think that's how it works. I think we all,
Ride a falling snake.
I think we all take the damage.
Oh, so wait, you can feather fall us all.
The snake flips
That
over
Yeah.
and slams
Yeah.
on top
Is
of
it-
What?
Yeah, yes, but I can do it twice ever.
Forever.
I think this will be
Well,
one of those times.
what I've learned from
Yeah,
Baldur's
but-
Gate is you should use your magic items because
Sure.
you keep getting them.
I
But I could
sure,
also go
if
down
there's-
and take a
if-
look first.
Yeah, let's see. If you think
Go
it's
take a
good.
look.
Yeah, I would love to not if
Be real sneaky.
Yeah, be super
There's
sneaky,
other-
man, because
yeah.
we can't do
Don't
anything
get
about
caught. Because we'll have to just fall at you to help you.
Okay.
But if he no, if,
Oh,
he,
right.
if he gets in trouble, we could.
We
You know.
could-
Maybe I could
Okay.
be guided on how to
Mhm.
be really stealthy.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes.
So take him on a stealth and climb down.
Watch it, pal.
Okay, go ahead, roll stealth.
With guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard maybe, I wasn't
Be
sure.
gr- begrudging
Yes.
guidance.
Oh god.
You got inspiration?
11.
Oh,
No, I don't.
he has inspiration. You have
No, I don't have
Oh.
He
inspiration.
doesn't know.
Okay, so you're not very stealthy.
Okay.
You rolled a total of 11?
Yeah, everything added together is 11. Huh.
So you're not very stealthy.
Okay. Do I realize I'm not very stealthy?
No?
Okay. I think I'm
Uh,
stealthy. I'm going down.
This one online DM that I play with on Wednesdays makes almost all of the rolls hidden. Like all of your rolls are hidden
That's
from
old
you.
school.
Yeah, that is old school. I used to play that way.
That's how Gary Gygax did.
Gary Gygax? He's God.
No, he's-
Alright, you
he's
climb
dead.
down.
Okay.
It's a gooey, sticky wall. You feel like you're grabbing throats as you stick your cat
The
claws
inside of
into it.
throats. I'm going down head first too. The blood's rushing to my head.
Yeah, you're hanging upside down, you're smelling innard smell as you go down this 200-foot tunnel,
Yeah.
seeing between your legs as you look up vertically, your party mates disappearing into the sky as you go head first all the way down this 200-foot tunnel, and you end up in a large, open room. Not unlike some of these other fleshy rooms.
I didn't
Which you
use
have been?
clairvoyance. Uh-huh. Is there anything in it?
There is a sphincter door.
Okay.
Most beautiful word in the world is sphincter door.
Okay. I'm gonna look back up, and if they can see me, I'm gonna like give a thumbs up, which hopefully means something to them.
Yeah, I think they can see you if they're looking.
Okay.
Some really nice DM made it so that this weird place just kind of glows.
It's kind of like Vertigo. Alfred Hitchcock.
Right.
I'm gonna like gesture for them to come down, and then I'm gonna go into
Alright.
the room.
It's a one-way trip. Are we good?
Why not? What could go wrong?
Okay. Okay, then I will burn one of these uses of Featherfall to get everyone, including Welrar, down.
All right, one of the 2 uses is burnt.
So I think what that looks like is because the only thing from the description that's saved when I put it in the first time is that the armor is feathered. So I think it's taking feathers out of the armor and being like one for you and one for you and what? Give you 2 just in case.
Like Dumbo.
Yes.
And yeah, you float down. 5 people, weightless, slowly passing down. Your dead adversary, Welrar, suspended next to you as you float like a fantastic voyage down an esophagus into a stomach.
Almost pleasant.
And you land with a squish. It's a large open room, like a pulsating stomach, with a sphincter on the other side, just waiting for someone to fondle and twist.
If the sphincter were in a particular part of the room, would you say it was in the north or the northeast?
It is in the northeast of this room,
Great.
which one could say is on a different level.
Yes.
I will listen to the door.
I will guide the snake.
Okay.
So what he hears?
That's the sound of the actual door.
Oh, okay. 26.
26. You hear a short hallway.
Well,
It is a short hallway.
I'll tell Julie that you're a short hall. Like, physically short?
You took a short rest, right? So.
Oh yeah, so I have to use another
Oh, she can't.
beast speak. I have more charges in my beast speak.
If you can't hear me, I'm just gonna open the door.
how will you open the door? Please tell me.
The-
Describe it.
I'm licking it. Licking like a lollipop.
That's most vigorous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just enjoying the flavor.
Yeah, what is the flavor?
Classic.
Yes, please describe the flavor. Jake, what is the flavor of the door?
Imagine the flavor of licking your own arm, but then take the skin off and imagine that flavor.
I just don't know. Like a coppery? Like, is it bloody kind of? Or is it like a salty? What are we saying here?
Yes, salty like sweat,
Little tangy.
bloody, metallic like blood. Imagine licking a steak and licking a chicken breast and licking your arm with no skin on it, and that is what licking this sphincter-like door is like.
Hassan's probably okay with it.
I need to find my Cloak of the Beast Speaker notes. What do you have on your Cloak of the Beast Speaker?
I just have that it's a 3. I have 3 charges.
Unreplenishable charges?
I'm gonna assume it is.
There's definitely a notes document about the magic items that I need to find. I'll find it. I'll find it in my spare time and make the magic item cards. But I'm pretty sure I made a Beast Speaker
Yeah.
item card. So anyway, you listen at the door and you open it by sensuously licking it and tasting the salty, metallic, meaty, delicious, fleshy, and it yields to your advances. The door does, and it opens. It opens wide for you, and there's a little hallway behind it, like a short throat, that has another sphincter at the end of it. That hallway bends to the east at the end of it.
It says 3 unpunishable charges to speak with animals.
Where do you get that?
This is your 9, 25, 23 list of something.
Did I email it, or how did I send it?
It's a drive. It's on Google Drive. You shared it with us.
It's on the Discord?
I don't know, I just looked up
I've
Google
been
Drive.
linked from the Discord.
925 what?
It's called 9-25-23 list of...
Special magic item.
Yep, that's the one.
It's linked on the Discord, but it takes you to the thing. Yeah.
So what's unpunishable or
Unreplenishable charges to speak with animals.
Alright, so you open the door, there's a little hallway behind it, there's another sphincter at the end of it. What are you gonna do?
I slither and listen to the door.
You listen to that door and you hear a sound like a plate of gelatin that wiggles.
There was no other doors, right? This is the only way we can go? Fuck it, I'm licking this door too.
Okay, you lick the door, you massage it, you sensuously offer it.
I nuzzle it with my nose instead of licking it this time.
Yes, and you find that it is locked.
Oh no! This is the snake looks at one of these two.
Cocks its head slightly.
Let's see. I mean, do you want to?
I can try to unlock it.
Okay, I mean, I've had yes. Why don't you try it, and if you can't do it, I'll do it.
But also, what did we hear? Are you speaking to the snake?
No.
No
you
one's
are.
speaking the snake.
Nope.
He wants us to open it. I think it's okay.
Okay. Jasper will try to unlock the door.
I'll guide you.
What is this? Sleight of hand? Must be. Well, I don't know if nat 20s matter, but 29.
That's the way.
29.
Very good.
Pretty impressive.
I'm getting much better.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
3
great at it.
20s today.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Feeling good.
Ah, it's pretty.
You're gonna
Pretty
read nothing
impressive
but ones
amount of
in the next
D20s.
fight.
29 on the.
I'm looking at
Oh,
this
sorry.
document, and it has some other magic items that I don't have listed, so I'll have to parse this together. But yes, thank you for finding that for me.
I tried
You
to
rolled a
unlock the
29
door.
on picking the lock?
Yeah.
Give me a nice description of opening this.
Jasper's feeling so confident now, and he feels like he understands this place much better than when he first started. And he just walks right up past the snake and plunges his hands into the kind of gelatinous opening and fiddles around in there like he's like a mechanic, I don't know, fixing an engine. And
You know, just stick your hand
yeah,
in the hole and you
and just
open it
moves
from the
this
other
around,
side.
and he feels like he knows if he moves it this way, yeah, that loosens, and he moves that way, and he grabs that control and spins it around, and then he steps back, and you hear a click, which you wouldn't normally hear for this kind of biological thing, and the door opens.
It doesn't say unlocked.
Yeah, and Jasper just sits back.
The door opens up, and you see a weird room beyond. It is different from other rooms that you've seen.
Is there a plate of Jello somewhere in the room?
It is. The answer is both yes and no. So you'll find out more via description. The room. This room looks like it has actual floors and walls and 6 columns. However, the flesh that you've been traveling through and in so far is also present, growing over the top of the room. Like, imagine teeth sticking out of the top of your gums. But these are clearly stone pillars. It's almost as if this organic material has grown over some kind of ancient room or contained it. However, the 6 pillars and the throne that you see at the western side of this room, because this door was on the the door that you came in was on the western side of the room. You see a throne on the eastern side of this room. And you see also a sort of a combo wooden door plus sphincter door on the southeast side of this deep rectangular room. These pillars and this throne are all covered with a greenish gray slime. The floor has about an inch of greenish gray slime on it. The throne is absolutely covered in it. The throne is kind of a basic metal and stone throne. It's got runes and a headpiece over the top of it, but it's not very ornate. But it is absolutely covered in this goo. And there is that door in the southeast corner.
I would like to do a medicine check to see this gray goo, if I can think of like a biological equivalent in other animals, or if I've seen it, in any of the stuff we've fought.
Okay. You may roll a medicine.
That is a 23.
Nice.
Thank you.
Great. It reminds you of.
Ogres.
Reminds you of things that live in swamps,
Mm-hmm.
jellyfish,
Mm-hmm.
lichen,
Uh-huh.
like the kind of lichen that grows on rocks and eats the rocks over time.
Carnivorous like.
Yeah, but it's definitely a slime.
Mm-hmm.
The slime that we
Right.
saw on
But-
the people, that was a different color slime?
You're purple, right?
Purple.
It was purple. But
Yes.
But yes, be careful, don't touch this. I think maybe corrosive over time.
Jasper would like to do a cartography check to see if southeast means the southern part of the eastern wall or the eastern part of the southern wall, as far as where the door might be located.
What?
What? Say that again?
Jasper, who's been keeping a little map, would like to do a cartography check to better understand when you said there was a door in the southeastern part of the room, if it was in the southern part of the eastern wall or the eastern part of the southern wall.
The latter.
Okay, thanks.
Can we get to the door without touching the slime?
No. It is all over the floor, all over the columns, all over the walls. Everything in this room is covered in slime.
I will touch slime with my tail.
Oh, we have a. Oh, you're a big snake. We have a zombie who could do the same.
I'm a zombie?
We have a zombie who
Oh,
could.
yeah. I'm touching the slime with my tail.
Okay. It burns a little bit when you touch it.
I told you not to do that.
Do I take actual damage?
Yeah. Yeah, you take 1 point of damage.
Can I try to
Ow!
prestidigitate the slime away from a patch of floor and see if that works?
Yeah, you can. It goes.
It's like a living thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, maybe. You
Could
did roll a
try.
23 medicine. Might be a living thing.
Yeah, it seems it is alive. I don't know the manner of it, maybe, and I don't know. Maybe fire would do something to it, but that might also anger it, irritate it. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, second, yes.
Well, if we had something that could climb. So, is it covering the walls too?
It is.
It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. How far away would you say that door is over there by the throne?
40 feet?
Oh, well, a couple of people.
Maybe the snake could take someone on his back, and I know it won't feel very good, but if you're fast, you can open it.
A couple of you could just appear over there. Although you may not want to use that special power of yours to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get over there.
What's that boy? You want Una to get on your bed so you can go and no.
You could misty step and you could
Yes,
misty step.
but we're all gonna have to get over there anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I can
Yeah,
fly.
if-
I
if-
can fly over there.
If need be, I can misty step over there. However, I will say,
You know,
if we're going to fight some other really tough stuff, it is it is ideal if I can.
I think the snake's trying to tell us
Do
something.
you want a cold hand to shoot out of this? Snake might want a cold skeletal
Isn't there
hand.
something you can do with cold
outta
stuff?
I can try to prestidigitate the slime away.
No, but
But
can't
it
you,
is not
don't you have
so-
like binding ice
No, I could.
stuff?
Yeah, I suppose I could freeze it.
You can try to freeze it. It won't get prestidigitated away because it's a thing, like a creature.
Chill touch
Chill touch.
the cold skeletal hand. What happens?
I don't understand what the snake's trying to say.
Yes.
2 syllables.
Yes, it's very slimy, my friend.
That's much better than how I drew it.
Did you guys tell me an action that you were doing or thinking?
We're playing charades with a snake.
So this is a throne room of some sort. There's actually a stone room that's been corrupted by the slime.
Right, so like whatever biological entity we are inside grew over it.
Right. So it's someone's throne room. I say, dear Henry,
Yes.
I just had an idea.
All right.
Completely original.
Yes. Tell me, old
What if
chap.
you tried to do one of your little cold skeletal hand things on the slime? Maybe it would work. Maybe it would help repel the slime or something.
All right. I'm going to skeletal hand emerges from my head. I aim at the spot on the slime to
Freeze it.
See what happens to it.
The hand lands in the slime and grabs it, and the floor kind of goes. The floor kind of wrinkles, and
repulse.
some blackness appears on the floor around where the hand hits, and it's almost as the hand disappears. It's almost like there's a wound in the floor, and then the slime drips over it to close the wound once more.
That was kind of not a very good idea, actually. I think.
So
I
wounded
don't know why I
as
thought
well?
of it.
Well, we may have to attack the slime or hurt it in some way.
Didn't that purple slime, we burned it off, right?
Yeah, we could try to set it on fire.
Yes.
Well,
So I'm assuming that all of you are standing in the little hallway.
Yeah.
So that you
Correct.
haven't entered the room.
Correct.
well, knowing, I mean, with 20 intelligence, you know that you just did something that if it regenerates, it prevents it from regenerating.
Ah, okay.
So it's not regenerating.
Ah. Until the end of its next turn. Fair enough. Yes, I know that.
What do you? What?
Yes, see, it's not regenerating the slime.
Wow.
Ah.
You're
This
brilliant.
makes sense, right? It is, like we said, a living entity, and
Thank you.
So do we have to attack it all somehow?
I suppose we do. Well,
What
I
would
don't
what
think I
would
have
hurt the
anything
slime?
I
prepared for
nominate
this.
someone else. Perhaps fire. We could try elemental attacks. I can try to freeze it. But I will have to keep casting that chill touch on it to keep it from growing back, if that is in fact an ability that it has. Fortunately,
Do you
I
have
have
fire
unlimited,
attacks?
unlimited chill touch. Certainly I have fire attacks.
Can we see anything on the throne?
No, it looks like an empty stone throne that's across the room from you.
The pillars also have the slime on it?
Yes.
And the walls.
And the walls. The
Yes.
ceiling?
Yes.
So everybody.
I would recommend, since I'm going to have to continually cast this chill touch as
Oh.
soon as it tries to, somebody else should try to stick a torch in it.
Did you see the I guess for fun, for giggles, didn't you say the throne was made of metal and stone?
Metal and stone, yes.
Can I use my ring to heat metal on the throne and see what happens?
Yes.
So I need to roll a d20 and not roll a 2. Is it
Yeah,
lower?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that what
yeah.
happens? Oh, don't let my ring disintegrate.
Lord.
13.
Great. It doesn't disintegrate. So you use the ring. The metal and stone, the metal in the throne starts to glow. I don't think this is an approved use of the spell, but I like the idea. So the metal in the throne starts to glow. You see it glowing underneath the slime, and you hear the slime burning. You see smoke rising up from the arms and the back of the throne that has the metal inlaid in it, and the slime sort of burns away from where those things are, where the heat is coming from. But also slime sort of grows back over and then is burned away again. So you see this happening continuously over the 1 minute that the spell lasts.
I don't think we can just defeat this thing. Oh, right, it covers the whole room.
Do I have I want to take some object, and throw it on the floor and see how long it takes
Mhm.
slime to grow
You
over it.
could do like a copper piece.
Okay.
Do you have any heads left?
Like a
I'm ready. I might have some body parts. Can I say I still have some body parts on me?
Sure.
I'm gonna throw an arm.
Let's go back to the feather fall scene where you're falling down the throat and now you're holding a couple dead people's
Just
heads
got
and
things
limbs.
tied to
Yeah.
me.
So you want to throw that into the ooze?
Yeah. Just see, plop it in the middle of the room and watch. Does anything happen to it?
Yeah, you throw it in it and it slowly melts and disintegrates into the slime. The slime, like, sort of in a very slow, viscous honey wave, covers the arm as the arm just disintegrates into the stuff.
Don't want to
Yes,
stand
Joseph.
on that for long.
How cold can I make something with prestidigitation?
Not cold enough for it to matter.
Okay. Should I try freezing the slime with my binding ice?
How much of an area can you affect?
It's a cone. It would probably lead us right up to the door, but then you'd have to walk over the binding ice to get
Well,
to
I
the door.
think the problem would be if with the cone, I suppose maybe if we can make it across fast enough, but it displaces itself and comes
Yeah.
back over. I do not think it would be open for long.
Do you think it would go over on top of the ice? I guess we can see.
I think it would, but maybe it would be enough time.
Alright. I am going to cast with my extra level 2 spell, which I think it is. I think it is, yeah. Yes. We're going to cast Rhymes Binding Ice in a direct cone from this door to the door in the southeast corner of the room. And see if
Extra level 2 spell?
I gave Zach the
Ah,
full screen
so he had 3. Oh, no, not him.
Yeah, 2 left.
He had 2 left. You're
Yeah.
casting Rhymes Binding Ice at
Yeah.
level 3.
Yeah, as the level 2 spell.
The level 2 spells, you had 1 left, and she gave you 1, so now you have 1 left again?
Yes.
Okay.
How long does it last?
Good question.
What'd you ask?
How long it
Duration.
lasts?
If it's long enough for us
It's
to run
just
across.
it's an
an attack.
instantaneous casting. He's blasting a cone of cold. Why don't you give us one of your classic descriptions?
Hans, so yes, a brilliant idea, sir. Hans pulls out a vial of the coldest, purest mountain spring water, a clear crystal vial, unscrews the top. A little wisp of cold steam blows out. Just and it's as though an Arctic blizzard had enclosed a cone within the room. Fierce, howling gusts of snow and ice whip at the room and at the slime. Frigid air blows back your hair and clothing. Ah! You must cower from the force of this elemental magic. As, with a great roar, a cone of ice crackles into existence across the room.
Okay. Who's in the front?
I probably am in the front.
I think Lord
Well,
Hans
yeah,
is right now.
he is at the moment.
Henry
He's casting
Squab
a
is in the
spell,
front
so I'll
right now.
probably be one back.
He's gonna come up behind us.
Roll damage, please.
All right. I have to look it up on my phone.
It's 3d8.
All right.
10.
That was 3d8?
3d8, yeah, 10.
Wow.
3, 7, 3.
Low ass rolls.
What happened?
Wait,
three is
she said
13.
Oh, wait, what the fuck, yeah.
It's okay.
Wait, there was
You're,
3,
you're
4.
a commoner.
Yeah.
Arithmetic is. Understand.
Actually, I think it was 3, 4, 3, that's why it was so low.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
The room takes half damage as it takes, how much was it?
10.
10, so it takes 5 damage.
Cold damage.
It lurches towards you into the hallway. The green slime from the walls and the floor and the ceiling reach out and try to grab you. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Dun, dun, dun.
3.
8.
20 for
You are
Jasper.
surprised.
Yeah.
18.
2.
Oh my god.
Did you say 18?
I did.
Well, 2 of us are fast at least.
Daff. Una. Where's Una's name? There it is. Annette 2. Alright. Let's see. 2. Oh yeah, the spectator's not here anymore. Go away, spectator. 2. Jasper got on 20. Jasper got a 20. Has some got an 8. Do you guys know that I think D&D is really great?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fun.
And it's a fun game, and I like it a lot. Okay. Alright, we got the 8 and the 3. Very good. Okay, Jasper. Oh, there's Una. Una's way down there.
Me.
Does not have armor back at this anymore. Used her ring. Got the giant constrictor. Okay, Jasper, you see after Lord Hans does his classic Lord Hans icy cone of cold binding ice thing at the room, the slime of the floor freezes solid, and
Aha!
and then some of the other slime like
Okay, yes.
hits the stuff, and it definitely appears to have damaged the floor. And in response to this, the slime, the ooze on the walls and the ceiling and the floor all reach out towards Lord Hans, attempting to engulf him. It's in the process of doing that when you are able to act.
Okay, so Jasper.
Mid-movement.
Ah!
Because your reflexes are so cat-like, you're able to do something before
Wait,
it connects with
so can I reach Lord Hans?
I'm sure you can.
It's a snake. He's circular.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can step through an ally.
Okay. I'm gonna go and grab Lord Hans and pull him back further deeper into the hallway.
Thank you.
So you can initiate a grapple, and then you can fail the grapple.
Yeah. So, why are you here? We need Una. And we need Welrar.
Yes? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you pull him back
Yeah.
behind the snake.
Yeah, just back into the hallway. Yeah.
Woo! Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I know you'd step in front of...
Anything with bonus action?
Oh, not yet. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, actually, yeah, we're in combat. I'm gonna give the snake an inspiration.
Which is what, a D8?
D8.
Alright.
We'll say you are the fiercest snake ever.
Well, speaking of which, with the snake being in front and Lord Hans being pulled out of the way, the lunging crap attempts to engulf the head of the snake. Snake, make a dex save, please.
Sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the snake.
Nat 1. Do I get a reroll?
As a hobbit?
Because you're a druid, even though you're
Are you
a snake.
still a halfling?
I think
yeah.
I don't remember what the rule is.
Yes.
Okay.
If you can divine smite as in your fucking animal form, then you can
Alright.
be a lucky hobbit in your
That's
animal form.
19 plus snake is 2, so 21.
Yeah, you're good. Tell me how you avoid this stuff.
Snake's very dexterous. He sees the thing. Well, the thing was also going after Lord Hans, but as Lord Hans moves, it like comes towards me, and it's like slow motion, like.
Alright. The room is unable to grab anyone on that point. Daphne, you're up.
Yeah, so since we're all kind of huddled together, Daphne's going to use her level 4 for the day and cast Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
And of course it's like a bunch of little like ravens, flying around, but so we'll do
The crows, the birds.
And they're like dive bombing the stuff and like trying to eat it like a pelican.
Making it go very slow.
Yeah, but okay, so that'll be a wisdom save for the slime.
And you're casting at level 3, yeah?
No, I'm casting it at level 4.
Okay, great. So it's 48. It fails.
Okay, so 16. It's almost max damage. 24, 30.
Wow.
Radiant damage, and as obviously as more comes in, it'll also take 30 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yes.
So you cast it. It failed its save.
Mm-hmm.
It took that damage. You are concentrating on Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And I'm going to tell Welrar, stay near me. Stay in the circle of birds, but you can try to do stuff to it as long as you stay in the circle.
Okay. So you tell it can try to do stuff to the stuff?
Yeah, like yes, you can do it. You can do stuff to it, but do not leave the circle and do not touch it.
Okay, Welrar makes it makes it toll the dead.
Okay.
It fails, and it is missing hit points.
Good job, Welrar.
So it takes 10
Nice.
necrotic damage. Now it's the room's turn. Let's pretend that this part was red, and now I've drawn it green.
Okay.
It fully advances into the hallway, covering all the walls, the throat-like walls with green slime. It moves forward and is being pecked at by spiritual birds.
I take some kind of damage.
No, it tried to engulf you before. Now,
So now it's just on the surface of the walls and
since
ceiling.
Yeah, since he's still within reach and it was mad at Lord Hans to begin with, it's going for Lord Hans. Lord Hans, make a dex save.
All right. 20, dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, the walls again try to reach down and grab you, and you.
Lord Hans nimbly leaps out of the way. That's not a natural 20, so he's not going to backflip. But he's remembering Sir Chesley teaching him how to play the I forget the sport we invented, the football-like sport, and how to evade a tackle. And Hans's instincts kick in, and he fucking does an evasive juke and dip.
Would
Ducks out
we
of the
say
way.
that counts as it entering the area? Like for the I don't know, since it's like a hive mind thing, if it's like once or.
It's in the area.
Okay.
It's like along the surface of the walls. of this
You
wall.
cast it, and it was in
Right.
the area.
Right.
Oh,
but
see.
I wasn't sure if as knew bits of it.
Without spoiling anything
Yeah,
or
that's
revealing
fine.
anything, the answer is no.
Okay, that's fine.
So it tries to engulf Lord Hans on its turn, and now it has another turn. Let's call it a legendary action, for example.
For
and-
example, hypothetically.
And
As a bonus action.
the fist-like appendages reach out from the wall and try to punch Lord Hans.
It's really focused on you. Thank you for casting that spell.
That's a hit.
Wow. What did it roll?
And you take. What did it roll? You want to know whether to cast shield?
Yeah.
Your AC is 14. It will not be useful here.
Right.
I should make people roll insight before I tell them that. That's a good idea. Alright, so it does 6 damage to you, Lord Hans,
All right.
taking you to 51.
28.
Does it like hit him
Sorry,
right
I'm
like
doing
a
pass.
fist like on his?
Oh! Oh!
28. So you got healed up on that short rest. You
I
rolled your
did.
hit
I
die.
had some.
How many hit
good
die
rolls.
do you have left?
All of them. So.
Okay.
So
So
picture. Yeah.
you go to 28 as the thing punches you, and then it tries the wall from the slimy wall. You see like a mouth emerge with teeth, and it tries to bite Daphne.
That's rude.
Yes. Ooh, and it hits.
Okay.
And it does 11 damage to Daphne.
Okay. So I'll make my
39, I believe.
yes.
And she's got Warcaster,
I
everyone.
do,
It's hard
but-
to break her concentration.
But it has been known to happen.
Pussy burr.
Oh well, good. It's advantage. One's a natural one, but the other one's a 12. So good.
Good. It bites you, ouchie,
Yeah.
and has some giant constrictor.
Alright, can I constrict said arm that's punching?
It went back into the wall.
Oh, okay. Is there something I can attack?
Roll insight.
Roll insight, baby. 14.
Well,
I used something.
where have the attacks been
What?
coming from?
The slime.
Did you use the bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay. I'll
walls
take this.
of the slime.
The walls of the slime. Yeah. And the floor.
Okay. You have answered your question
Alright,
with your
so
insight roll.
I will attack where the fist came from then.
Okay. With your giant constrictor snake mouth?
Can I do the constriction attack?
I don't know. How are you gonna grapple a wall?
It's coiled around the slime.
I don't know.
Alright, fine, I'm biting it. 20 hit?
20 hit.
8 plus 4, 12 damage.
12?
Yep.
Okay. You have damaged the wall with your bites.
Yay.
How's it taste?
You pass?
Yeah, how's it taste?
It tastes like almost a little sweet, kind of like a vegetable soup.
Ooh, my favorite. Hansom's favorites.
It also burns your tongue.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little spicy. It's
Yeah,
spicy.
you feel your teeth corroding a little.
Interesting.
It's like when people are allergic to pineapple. You know, like the enzymes, like.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Lord Hans.
Lord Hans, does this look like a single creature? In other words, an area of effect would not have some multiplicative effect?
You can roll history for your books.
22.
Yes.
It's a single creature that's not an area of effect, it's not going to have a special effect on.
All the information that you will gain, I have given.
All right.
One
Single
word
creature.
answer.
I'm gonna
I will say nothing more.
Alright, chromatic orb fire
What?
into this point of the slime in front of the snake. And that is an 11.
Somehow you miss a room.
Should we get advantage?
Maybe
I would say you miscast the spell.
He like drops it behind you or something.
Alright. And then Hans is going to duck back behind his companions.
It was that right foot, that slug.
Yeah, exactly.
You were like, you had danced out of the way and you said, ha ha! And
Was
then the slug went and hit
that a
you.
level 2 chromatic orb?
No, level 1.
Alright. Una.
Alright. I'm just gonna run up the back of the snake and like rock and roll slide up towards its head.
Yeah.
Riding on its back while entering a rage. Going towards the head of the snake to get up close. So first things first, as I enter a rage, something happens.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's right, I got my chart up this time.
Okay.
Perfect.
What is it, a D10, right?
Yep.
Okay.
With their scimitars
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am
running up. The snake.
raging, ready to do something stupid. It's a 4.
A 4? Well, that means that's the teleport one. You must teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Ah, unoccupied.
Nice.
That's the
And,
unoccupied space.
So you go back to where you started.
No,
it sounds like.
I want
You
to.
and one randomly selected creature within 5 feet of you each take 4 force damage.
Okay. So can I teleport right now, or I have to do it at the end of my turn?
I don't care. Whatever.
You don't care? Okay, great. So I'm gonna sip what you see is I'm sliding off the thing, entering a rage, and then I disappear, and I'm gonna reappear 40 feet, 30 feet, what'd you say?
30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot, where's the door on this room?
This is that part that says door.
Great. Okay, shoot me 30 feet straight forward towards the
Towards the
throne.
throne, towards the throne.
Yes. And I don't know what's gonna happen here. I may be disintegrated.
Uh-huh.
But, and then I'm gonna land on the ground and do Fey Presence, making a 10-foot cube that's gonna make them do a wisdom save and be charmed or frightened. Any
Oh.
creature. Oh.
Interesting.
That's cool.
So, bonus action, you go into a rage,
Yes.
which lets you teleport.
Yes.
And then, what's your warlock spell save DC? What's your charisma bonus?
Shitty, so please.
What's your charisma bonus?
My charisma bonus is 1.
Is 1?
Mm-hmm.
So your DC is 12.
That's right.
It passes the save.
Damn it.
It's got very high self-esteem.
What are you standing on the floor with?
My
What
shoe.
are you wearing?
Are they magic shoes?
No.
You got boots on?
Yeah.
You feel your boots start to sort of corrode and melt as you're standing there.
Woohoo!
That was your bonus action and your action. And you and the creature both take 4 force damage
That's right.
as you painfully teleport. What does this painful teleportation look and feel like?
Like having your body turned inside out briefly and then flipped back around again.
Wow, that's really bad.
We need to find a better way for you to
Oh,
live. No, I don't like that at all.
So I have you at 77. You take 4. And yeah, you feel your sort of boots starting to melt. I think you still have some movement left if you want to move anymore after teleporting.
Are you trying to get to the door?
Yeah.
I would say you've used 10 feet of your movement speed, so you can move more if you want.
Sure.
Wanna go towards the door?
What is
Yeah.
your movement speed? 40?
Mine's 40, yeah.
6 more squares. Well,
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
do you want to go all the way?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was 10 feet.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
No, I used 10 feet.
Got
31.
it. You're almost at the door. Hopefully it's not locked.
As you move across the floor, a pseudopod comes up out of the floor and punches you. You take 8 acid damage, which you don't have resistance to, going to 69.
Alright.
Where was said pseudopod?
What?
Where was it that attacked you? Oh, I couldn't see it. Alright.
Somewhere by her. Went out, punched her, went back on the floor.
Alright.
Alright, that's your turn. Back to the top of the round, Jasper.
Jasper is going to cast Shatter into the room, onto the slime, at a 3rd level.
Are you doing it where there's something or where there's nothing?
Where there's green slime. Just like
It's everywhere.
just like in the middle there.
So where there's nothing.
What do you mean by nothing?
Like not
like
a column.
Oh,
or
no.
stronger.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. No. Just trying to cast it on the slime. Yeah, not trying to. So, casting it at 3rd level. 9. 19. 19 damage.
Did you roll enough of them for the level?
Yeah, 19 damage, yeah.
19 damage, okay. The room fails its save. Any extra description about exploding sounds and such? You're welcome to add?
Just rumbling, ringing sounds just like emanating around that portion of the room there, creating ripples in the slime. Yeah, that's it. But he's also going to give. I forget how far the Bardic Inspiration. How far is there like a range, or is it just anyone I can see?
I think there's a range.
You're trying to
I
inspire
guess anybody that can.
your friend?
Una. You saw her getting acid burn. It's got to be creature other than itself within 60 feet. So that's probably not 10, 20, 30. No. So you have one that you used. I'm gonna give Lord Hans some inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can just use that in anything in the encounter?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Saving throw attack. It seems to be targeting you and you, I guess.
Okay. The room.
Next time.
The walls and floor and ceiling lurch forward another 5 feet. The slime is now under your and Welrar's feet, as well as under the constrictor. You're wearing metal
Is
boots
it-
on your feet as part of your armor.
Is it starting its turn then in the
Their damage.
yeah?
Nope. It's not the start of his
Even
turn.
though
Think
no,
about
it-
lair
oh,
actions and legendary actions,
Oh, they're the same. Okay,
and also environmental turn.
right. But I guess I'm not clear on what's environment and what's
Yeah, don't
creature.
worry.
That's fine.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I know when its turn is.
Okay.
So
Yep, just metal.
are you wearing anything on your feet?
Metal boots.
No magic stuff?
Nope.
Okay, your feet, you feel your boots start to corrode and
Ow.
stuff under your feet.
Mm-hmm.
And Welrar is like, "Arr."
Mm-hmm.
So that's everybody then at this point.
Not the two of us. Not Lord
just
Hans and me.
the parts
Oh,
that I
oh.
drew green.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's well. I see.
So stuff moves forward. An arm tries to punch Welrar. And it hits Welrar.
Okay.
And he takes 9. Going to 9. He takes 9 acid damage. The wall is like down. Welrar is like boiling and hissing and stuff. And Daphne, it's your turn.
Well, I'm not moving, but I'm going to stand on Welrar's feet.
So you don't have to touch the ground.
Lay down.
You could retreat back into
No,
the
I'm smaller than he is. I think I can just like stand up on his feet. And
There is also a giant snake that you can.
yeah,
His feet sizzle.
It's fine. It's fine.
That is funnier though.
Yes, and then I'm just
Are
going
you
to.
kind of facing him and holding on to him?
No, it's the other. I think it's
other way
the other
around.
way. It's like
Okay.
Titanic.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna toll the dead on the slime.
Alright.
Yeah.
It passes.
Okay. And then for the bonus action, I'm gonna use a free action to be like, "Hey, Hazem, are you cool if Welrar and I come up on your back?" Yeah. Okay. Great. Yep. Okay, Welrar, hop up there, and I'll go up there too.
Alright. So you guys move up there.
And then the little birds.
I guess we could
Come
all
up
hop
a
on
little
top
higher.
of the snake, and the snake could just take us across to the.
Look at that. That's what I pitched when we
Oh,
first
right.
first
So it goes
started.
from- yeah.
Yeah.
Snake would-
Before we angered it.
It was gonna attack us eventually.
What was it? What did you pitch?
At the very beginning,
To-
like before the
Ride
encounter
the
and stuff,
snake.
like
Ride
let's
the
just the
snake.
snake
Ride
has a
the
ton
snake.
of
Like
let's
Jim
just take
Morrison.
the snake to the door.
And ride the snake down the pit too and land with it. Okay, that's your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, now it's the start of the room's turn.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll damage.
It's pretty good again. 16, 26 radiant.
Okay, it fails its save there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's take it. Radiant
Good.
damage. Good. Thunder damage.
Trying to get some fire damage.
Chromatic orb. Oh no, sorry.
Alright, well,
You have a fireball.
I thought about it, but
Yeah.
it's one creature. That's enough.
seeing that the ravens and shit are coming from you, it's gonna try to engulf you.
That makes sense.
Dex save. please.
Okay. Actually, can't read that. That's not gonna be good. An 8.
You have failed to save.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes, thank you. Okay, so let's try that. Nope, that's natural 1.
Do you have an inspiration?
Nope, I used it.
Alright. Let's see. First of all, you take 12 acid damage. So roll me a concentration.
Pass.
Okay. You cannot breathe now,
Cool.
Ooh, that's not great.
and you are restrained.
Okay.
And you feel the acid eating at your skin.
Okay.
On your turn, you can use your action to make a strength check
Okay.
to escape. Alright, now it is the punchy part of the room's the next thing. I guess it's going for Una. Trying to bite Una, like a mouth coming out of the floor, and punch from the wall at Una. The punch hits, and that's 11 acid damage, taking you to 58. It's Hasam's turn.
Can I use my strength to help her get out of the restriction?
You can try. How would you do that?
Like maybe grab her with my mouth and pull her over here.
Alright, make me a strength check.
Oh, that's not great. What is snake is 12.
Does not succeed.
Ah, well. Sorry.
Alright, that's your turn, right? Okay, Lord Hans.
I'm seeing if I can.
I am going to get within. Well, actually, how long is it? Yeah, so she can hold her breath for a minute. So I'm just going to chill touch it. And that is going to be a 22. And that is going to be 2 damage.
But now I can't heal.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I don't know that it was, I guess. But yeah.
She has acid eating away at her skin, sizzling her skin. I don't think it's going to be about how long she can hold her breath.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could prestidigitate a mouth hole for her.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Alright, so you do that? Any bonus action?
I'm gonna jump back 5 feet.
Okay.
I have to stay out of range of that.
Alright, Una.
Me? Desperate times. It's been a long time since I've held my orb.
Yes.
Just
Yes. Hans can't see her, but he senses
in
the
an
aura.
absolute panic, seeing Daphne's face engulfed, Una's gonna unleash the power of the orb. To
The
say,
orb!
Sweet Lord, get off of her! Good God, who
Remember
knows?
that orb spelled backwards is bro.
Bro!
That was beautiful.
Yes.
No.
That
Who
needs to go on a
knows?
t-shirt. That's going on our merch.
Who knows what will happen? But I don't have any magical things other than this, so. Do. What's a 74 do?
Well, Bob.
Oh, what are you targeting with the orb?
Oh, I'm just looking at the slime. I don't want to go right into her, but yeah, just like the slime in front of the hallway where they are.
The slime.
The slime, yes.
74. Tell me exactly where you're targeting it.
Like that.
Like right here?
Yeah, right there. The mouth of the hall in which they are in.
You guys remember the brain turkeys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember the brain turkey battle?
I figured.
no.
I figured that's what was happening. When you're like, where exactly is it?
Exactly.
I'm like, great.
I was
What
gonna
am I
go,
getting hit by
I
now?
was gonna go closer to the inside of the room. Just slime in general.
Alright, you and you
Dex
make dex saves.
I think I
restrained.
automatically fail, right? If
Oh
I'm
yeah,
restrained.
restrained.
The room fails too.
14? No.
Yay.
What is
Yeah,
that?
14.
I don't know, something horrible. Fireball or lightning bolt.
Your save modifier is 12?
12.
No.
No, I don't know if that matters.
Oh, what is the?
It looks like fireball.
It's on the orb.
What is it?
Well, I'll tell you in a sec.
Oh.
Oh,
I've got
boy.
24 screens to slide. DC is 15.
Oh, I failed this one.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh shit.
Hassan would have made it, but the snake's too slow.
Where? Here we go.
Una does things in a panic. They're not always the best thing.
Here you go.
Oh boy. Okay.
So many dice.
So many dice. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's see what happens here.
All right.
Oh, lost one. 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Right?
19 damage.
4, 8, 12.
19?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good for you.
Pretty low.
Yeah.
Didn't kill him.
It's good for the ooze, and good for you. Or it's good for the ooze too.
Yeah.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. 19, that's much below average on this, so the ooze likes it.
What happened?
Where's my pencil?
Uh-oh.
I got some pencils over here.
Oh, there it is. You said 19 damage?
Yeah, so the snake goes to 40.
Oh
The room definitely
no.
gets
Spirit
hurt.
Guardians is gone.
And Daphne takes 19.
I sure did.
So
Sorry,
is that
Daphne.
8 hit points left.
Yep.
And Spirit Guardians is down.
Yep.
You can teleport as a bonus action
Wait, what was it? A fireball?
Yeah.
and then take
Yeah.
damage. Yes. Una, why don't you give us a description of this whole thing?
So Una just, like, you just see, she sees the thing swallow Daphne's head, and she just panics and grabs her orb, like 11 in Stranger Things, and is like, and then just a fireball shoots out and goes like, but then hits the snake and Daphne. And isn't like as big as a normal.
Probably like
It's a little-
illuminated in the goo.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's like a firework.
You can see Daphne's eyes getting bigger.
Uh-huh. They're melting.
Are you teleporting or moving?
I don't know.
Well, you're standing on slime.
I'm standing on slime,
Try
but
that
I'm
door.
gonna be standing on slime. I don't think
And there is a door.
but I can't like open a door as a bonus action, right?
It's
That's
an
it. If
inventory
it's
action.
unlocked,
Yes.
it's an incidental.
Can I try to open
Inventory
the door?
action.
Is the door unlocked?
It's unlocked.
Hey-o! Alright,
Le sphincter.
what's the floor look like on the other side of this door?
Even
Just
more
the usual
things,
throat floor.
Okay, yeah, I will move on to the throat floor.
As one does.
As one does.
It's a throat hallway with another sphincter at the other end. Alright. 14. So that's your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Jasper.
Jasper's really upset about what's going on here and sick of this. And so Jasper, I don't know if this is actually going to work, is going to mouth some very caustic, abrasive, unsettling words at this creature. And then cast fear. I don't know if the unsettling words will work, but we'll try it. And he's going to create a phantasmal image that's going to be right beyond where the snake is in the room around the slime of egregious amounts of baking soda, which is the only base substance he can think of.
From where are you casting this?
He's gonna.
That's Hans. Your whole
That's Hans from.
Yeah, it's your-
Well, can he see through the snake?
It's a 30-foot cone. Each creature in a 30-foot
Ah,
cone.
yes. Then he, knowing that, is going to run up.
Remember, it's a snake, not a frog. So
Yeah, he's going to run up on the snake so that he can get beyond all of his allies, and I guess he's going to be next to Daphne, and cast it forward into the room.
Okay.
And if he succeeds, it will have to drop you. It has to drop everything.
I don't know how an ooze can be afraid, or a room full of ooze can be afraid. But
Of baking soda, the thing it fears the most, a
Yeah.
base substance.
Yeah, whatever it fears the most.
Yeah. Phantasmal image. Do I get the unsettling words bonus or not? I mean,
just give me a sec.
okay.
I gotta figure this out.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It is immune to the frightening condition.
Okay. That was so. Then, as a bonus action, he's gonna cast Healing Word.
It's not a gray ooze, but if you look up the gray ooze stat block, it is immune to frightened.
I mean, that makes sense.
As it has an intelligence of 1, that's probably why.
1, 2. So fear. Wait, did I use Shatter? And now I've cast Fear. Okay. Then I'm gonna do a Healing Word on Daphne.
So that was a level 3, right?
That was level 3. I'm gonna use a level 2 Healing Word.
No, that's a leveled spell.
Oh, I can't do that. That's right. Shoot.
Too much Baldur's Gate.
I always forget that, so I'm going to say, Daphne, hold on. Hang on, maybe this will help you.
Yeah, thanks.
Give her a bardic inspiration, and then Jasper's going to retreat.
She's gonna be unconscious on her turn.
Jasper
Get 8 hit points
retreats.
left.
Jasper retreats back down towards the other room.
Alright,
He's done everything he can.
very good.
I should have cast Shatter again, I guess.
Alright, the room is gonna oh, okay, so the first thing it's gonna do is extend itself under Una's feet and further down the hall here. Then it's going to. Where are you? Here?
I think so. I jumped back like.
Mm-hmm. But then somebody grabbed you, so it's hard to tell. Where's my D4? It's gonna try to punch the snake.
Makes sense.
16 to hit. That hits. 5 damage, acid damage to the snake. Snake at 35. Daphne.
Yeah.
Daphne, at the top of your turn, you take 66 acid damage.
Yep, good.
66?
Oh,
66.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Yeah.
Quick, use your reaction before it gets your turn. It's plenty to make you unconscious.
What?
How could 66 add up to more than 8?
That's
It's so
nuts.
strange. 14, 17, 18, 19. So Daphne is unconscious and still wrapped in the ooze.
Yep.
That's going to be her turn. Welrar, with a spark of inspiration, tries to free your unconscious body from the ooze.
Bless. Let's get
He's really
dissolved too.
He's bonded with you.
I really like giving zombies from the Animate Dead like just the tiniest little bit of awareness.
He
So-
grew a heart.
It tries
He looks to
to
you for everything now.
it tries to free you and it fails.
Yeah,
I rolled
he
a
did.
2.
That's fine. He did his best.
Okay, it is the room's turn. Una, make a dex save. You've got advantage on dex saves against thing you can see.
Sure do.
Barbarian.
Boy, do I need it. That's gonna be a 12. No, a save. Hold on. 12. It's gonna be a 12.
It's just enough to avoid being engulfed by the stuff that's moving towards you. Okay, that's the end of the room's turn. Now it is the room action time. The room uses its action to. It's almost like seeing your luggage on the conveyor belt at the airport, but sort of being sucked under and through Daphne moves 30 feet out into the room, is sucked out into the center of the room by the room.
Okay.
Hassan, your turn.
Alright, I guess I'll try to free her again.
It's taking that
Golrar's hanging on.
I think that 20? 20 should do it. Alright, there you go. That's my action. Can I throw her on my back at the same time? Or
Totally.
just keep her in
Rip
my
her up
mouth,
and
maybe?
throw her
I
up
don't
in the
know.
back.
What, mouth or back?
Yeah.
You tell me.
What would be more I'll keep her in my mouth so it's more protected.
Okay.
No, actually,
you
then
can feel me sizzling.
yeah,
on that.
then people can't see you if they're trying to kill you, so I'll just put it on your back. That's fine.
Okay, making a note in Hassam's mouth.
No, on the back, on the back, on the
Oh,
back.
yes,
Change the
okay.
point.
Can has back. Daphne's on his back. Daphne on back. Okay, so question. It is 10:24.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shall we, and we are playing 1 week from now, shall
Oh, yeah.
we continue next week or should we try to finish the combat?
How many hit points does this fucking thing have left? I'm about to kill it. I'm about to kill it.
let's-
Well, also
I
there's
can't tell you how many hit points
Yeah,
it has left.
but yes.
there's another way that this could end without us having to wear. We don't know how many points it has, but we could. They're halfway to the door,
Yeah.
and you and I could get to the door.
I'm about to kill it.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's go.
All right.
It's
He's
killed.
empowered killed over here.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so, and then we'll do checkouts afterwards. Is
Yeah.
everybody okay with that?
Yes. Can we skip checkouts and do checkouts next week?
No.
Okay.
No. Do checkouts next time when none of us remember anything about it.
Let's check out
Okay.
when we do check-in.
Can we do brief checkouts?
Or
Yes.
we could just
Stop
stop now.
We could hold that till next week.
Because nothing spiritual happens in a rush,
All right.
and nothing fun ends abruptly.
I do want to go to bed. I also want to kill this thing. I'll leave it up to the group.
But it sounds like it's up to you. Are you willing to both kill and talk about it?
Let's just
I would be willing to continue this week, but I would ask if for next week if we can have like a 10 hard out.
Yeah. I actually got.
10 hard out.
that's
So we
usually
end at 10.
If
next
it's
week.
Yeah.
if it's 10:30 now, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should just.
It
do
is,
that.
yeah. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about 6:30 to 10:30, which is maybe my Tuesday
Okay.
game or something.
Yeah.
Let's check
Yeah,
out.
I just
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, we
this
should.
is late.
People gotta do shit, man.
We're not
Don't forget
13 anymore.
Your
Yeah.
amazing
Hopped up on
ideas.
Mountain
Yeah, we're not Jakes anymore.
Yeah, you're not either 13 or Jake, who just
Hopped
stays
up on Mountain Dew
all night
and
making
whatever
optimizing
Jake gets
characters and shit.
I'm gonna take this picture to remember that I have this bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah.
I do too.
Yes.
Here's
You,
your.
you should write it down.
use this.
I have your bardic inspiration listed on my little tracker thing.
Great.
That
My
Tim
battle
and
stats tracker. if you need.
Daphne have it. Excellent.
Great.
The Constrictor has bardic, Lord Hans has bardic, and Daphne has
I do not. I use it.
Not used it.
Oh my
You
god.
use it on a death saving throw?
I don't know.
What'd you use it on? Constrictor?
To know where to bite. Because I rolled pretty well.
Alright. Well, I'm stoked that we're playing again in 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes it easier.
Oh yeah. So raise your hand if you have inspiration. 1. Anybody else have inspiration?
I
Okay,
mean,
we're gonna also do a vote for a non-Haslam player to have inspiration, and that's fun checkout music.
That is fun.
it's also fun green slime combat music.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll save it. I'll save it for then. So a 3. So Julie, something you enjoyed about the session, something you enjoyed about another player did, and your inspiration vote. Hopefully, slightly different for the person that you enjoyed something that they did. Julie, you're up.
Something I enjoyed about the session. I enjoyed I mean, I love the beholder wanting to be beautiful. This incredibly frustrating room we're in, just all the grossness of everything. I really enjoy your own disgust at your own creation and how it's what has to happen. Really enjoyed a snake tonguing a sphincter to open a door.
Yes.
These are things I enjoyed. Something another player did. I mean, many things, but I will combine my inspiration vote with something another player did. I loved the talent show in general and everybody's talents, but I'd have to give it to Hans's heartfelt
Yes.
emulation of self-love to the ultimately killing
Killing with love.
Killing
Killing
it.
with kindness.
and hybridized with Jasper's psychologically astute credit to Galacticosh for not expressing love to its children because it in fact knew, as a parent does, that love would kill them. That side comment was amazing. But yes, for the inspiration, I'd give it to Hans for both showing love and compassion and empathy to it and ultimately killing it with that love, compassion, and empathy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, man, I like the beauty contest. That was great. That was the Beholder encounter did not disappoint. That was the cliffhanger from last time, and it did not disappoint. I'm gonna give inspiration to Jasper off the top of my head, just for rolling 2 nat 20s on the basketball shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pew pew.
And yeah, sharpshooter gets the inspiration. That's
There were definitely 2 more rounds of that beauty competition.
Yeah, that was only talent.
Totally gonna
We
happen.
made it to talent.
But you killed it.
yes, I did. I loved that surprise. That was the last thing I expected to happen.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Mhm.
Alright. A lot of things were already said. That was super fun. I'm gonna give Daphne inspiration because just the cool talking about the spirit guardians, and that's a great use of the spell too. Also, like helping keeping people alive is always good. I think everything was said already about all the great stuff, but that was fun.
I was also a fan of the beauty contest. I think the use of Major Image was inspired. I also enjoyed the comedic beat of just being like, and then he's dead.
Yeah.
Just like,
He dies.
yes, correct.
And then he dies.
Yes. Very neurotic beholder. We love to see it.
Yeah,
I also, it was subtle and unsung, but I appreciated Michael's commitment to the hiss bit. And also, I mean, I also appreciate that you're always thinking strategically too, of like, okay, how am I gonna, like, this is the form that's gonna be best for this utility, and like, okay, now that I'm in this, like, okay, I can do the offensive this way, defensive, like, I think you're always thinking tactically, which is great. I also thought, David, even though it didn't work, like, your creative thought to try fear is really interesting, and I think, like, you're really good at, finding creative uses for spells that I think are often overlooked. It's cool. And Julie, I appreciate just honoring what Uno would do and doing it. And it's easier said than done sometimes, but you do it. So that's all great, but I think at the end of the day I gotta give the inspiration to Tim because it's just ridiculous.
Thank you.
Goddamn ridiculous.
And also,
All right.
I'll just carry on with that because not only it was ridiculous, but so out of character too. For like Lord
He's
Hans.
growing.
But to be like you're enough. Here, let me conjure up the image of your parent god and assure
Hans
you that
wanted to win that beauty.
He was only thinking about
That
himself.
explains
Hans wanted that trophy, and he knew it was
and
his.
he got it. Apparently, he may have gotten it. That was great. So
Absolutely.
I would also, I think, give inspiration to Tim, but also special recognition to Una for as Laura said, the commitment to character, to yelling rock and roll, running up the top of the snake, and then disappearing and landing in a pool of acid where her feet are corroding. And then, given your relationship, the fact that then she grabbed the horde and shot Fireball back, hoping to kill the slime, and then ending up like burning captured, restrained slime Daphne halfway to death.
Literally like the 4th of July.
It's just like this deeply
quite like
ironic
I
and
wanted.
horrible moment. I was aghast. It was great. Great game, great session. I also love the contrast between, we're facing a beholder. I thought we were all gonna die. We have this weird, unexpected resolution. Then we're fighting some like sturges, and it's like no big deal. And now we're in this. It's like the ebb and flow of the different encounters. Now we're in this room where we don't quite know what the hell to do.
Who knew the thing that would kill us all was just slime on balls?
So your vote was for.
Also for Tim.
Okay. So Tim, you have inspiration.
Thank you.
Don't forget. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Whether it's what does the sphincter door taste like when I'm licking it, or
You're the one who created this.
it was you're exploding the shit sturge as it squeezes its way out of the sphincter. It's a pretty disgusting world that you're in, and you're gonna need to go to like a gingerbread land after this. When that was happening with the beholder, I was thinking we were gonna have 2 more rounds of beauty competition. And you started doing that, and I'm imagining what it's thinking and what it's doing, and it's just getting more and more excited and happy. And then you said this is happening for another 10 minutes. It's like it's not gonna want to do anything else, and it's so happy. And the best thing to happen right then was for it to die.
Yeah, that was great.
Which worked out.
Is it like water for chocolate where that happens? I forget.
That sounds like something.
Or Love in the Time of Cholera.
Love in the Time of Cholera.
They're like old and they come back and meet each other. I don't know.
That's 100
Something like
years.
that.
Maybe it's both.
Oh yeah, Love in the
Anyways.
Time of Cholera.
Dying from happiness. Always
Yeah, I'm
good.
pretty sure that's correct.
Killing
the
shit
the
people.
moment where Jasper decided to shoot the spectator,
Yeah.
I was so like, what? Like, I thought you guys were gonna hide in the hallway and let it go and take a dump, and then you shot it, and combat ensued, and then I was all like, why are you guys just hiding and using cantrips? First I said, you're definitely gonna kill it by its turn,
Yes.
and then nobody did anything to kill it, and
I'm
I'm like,
so far away.
oh shit, it's gonna get to its turn, it's gonna start doing horrible things to you, and you're all clumped up in that hallway, and it's gonna mess with you. But fortunately,
I took a second shot.
you had 2 crits,
Yeah.
And
and
it burned a 3rd level spell slot.
a 3rd level Ray of Sickness,
Yes.
and you took it out before it got a chance to do anything. Fortunately, it rolled low in initiative. So that was really fun, and I'm excited that it's only 1 week away.
Yeah. Nice.